He just instigates people.
Yep. He's like, so you're starving on this island, and you two aren't getting along. Can you tell me more about that?
Yo,
and
she
like,
said some shit about you earlier.
Yep.
None of my business,
None of my business, but can you shed some light on that?
Dang, bro.
Oh, dude, I love it.
That's
Anyways, I'll
crazy.
record her doing cute things,
Yeah.
and you could just hear Survivor in the background.
Yeah.
And you just hear these people going full drama. My mom's like, I love the background noise.
Heck
And
yeah,
I'm like,
bro.
Yep,
Dude.
Me too.
Bro, yeah, we've been recording for like 30 seconds, dog. We're just going. It's organic, bro.
It's organic. I love it.
Yeah, dude. I have some notes, dude. I want to get right into the nitty gritty, bro.
Yeah, let's go.
Because I don't know if we have different like memories of like what Plain City Elementary was from, like what it was like, dude.
Yeah.
But for me, do you remember Mr. Brown?
Yes. I knew Mr. Brown well. There's
Yeah?
pictures of him holding me as a baby.
Really?
Yep. So he knew my family really well. We used to ride his horses all the time. He's a cool dude. So like I went to his funeral when he died.
Oh, I didn't even know when he died.
Probably when we were in junior high, high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think it was cancer.
Damn, dude. I
Yeah.
loved him, dude.
I loved him, dude. I tell people all the time I took a pocket knife to show and tell in his class. And
Yeah.
He didn't care. He was like,
He's
yep,
chilling,
yep.
dude.
Mom, my grandpa gave me this pocket knife, and he let me show it to the class.
It was crazy, bro, because I really struggled with teachers. Like, my kindergarten teacher hated me. My first grade teacher hated me. Then Mr. Brown's the first teacher where I was like, oh, bro, I really fuck with him. Like, he's cool, dude.
Yeah, he's a bad dude.
Do you remember who was in that class? I know you were in that class. I remember James Sullivan was in that class. I remember Amelia.
James,
Amelia,
now you say
what's her
James
name?
Sullivan. Who's the teeny little girl, Bailey? She
Bailey.
was like half the size of everybody.
Oh, yes.
I remember
she was diabetic.
She brought some good food to show and tell once.
Yeah, dude, because she had to eat sugar all the time.
Yep, and she
Yeah.
brought some good shit. And then
Yeah, dude.
who was that kid that wore diapers? Jared?
Oh, Jared, but I think he had Down syndrome.
He did. He had
Yeah.
something. I don't remember. But
I'm
I
pretty sure he
remember,
was down. Maybe he wasn't
had
down.
something.
I don't know what it was.
But I remember the diaper kid, Jared, because my dad's name's Jared.
Yeah.
And I remember Bailey.
I remember Charles was in that class. That bastard framed me, bro. Charles, he's like he's like brown.
Yep.
One time, Mr. Brown left. He had to go to like a meeting, so we had to just silent read for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was sitting next to him, and this bastard starts talking, and the girl next to me, I forgot who it was, like told Mr. Brown that I was talking, but it was really him. So I had to go pull a card instead of him, and I started crying, bro, right in front of the whole class. And I was like, I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. I promise.
Dude, and Mr. Brown, the sweetheart, he's like, you know what? I believe you. Go unpull your card. And I was like, all right, dude. Thanks.
Yeah,
It's
he's
crazy.
a bad dude.
No,
I loved him.
No, he's dope, bro. And that was, I think, the first time I like made like a friend, because I remember I was friends with James Sullivan at first, and then I thought he was so weird, bro. And I was like, I don't fuck with him anymore.
He peed with his pants around his ankles.
Yeah,
didn't he?
dude.
Yes, he did.
I remember being self-aware enough to be like, this is like who my friend is. Like, am I on this level?
Am I on this level?
Yeah, dude.
I just remember going in the bathroom, and he always would have his pants around his ankles, with his shirt up to his chin.
Yeah, dude.
And it'd be like, bro, we're in second grade. You should be above that level by now.
Bro, shout out James, man. I went to high school with him too, so I know him. I know the whole thing. I did the whole thing with him, bro. He's an interesting kid.
Yeah,
Bro.
I missed that. I still wish that I had that.
I went to high school with all those dudes.
Yep.
With Amelia, with Bailey, like, all of them.
Yep.
It was crazy, man.
I
But
see all those pictures, and I'm so jealous. Hunter is a cop now.
Yeah, Hunter
that
Miller.
blows my mind.
yeah, dude. Hunter's a good guy, man.
I think
I really like him.
I tried to get in contact with Quaid.
Quaid, yeah, dude.
Yep.
I was friends with Quaid in like 7th grade. We were like really close.
Heck yes.
And then 8th grade, we kind of grew apart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was wanting
Quaid.
to know what happened to him.
Dude, so I wanted to do this thing. I want to go back to Mr. Brown's class in a little bit, but first, bro, I think I texted you like 2 years ago because I wanted to do like recess
Yeah.
with like Kobe Heseltine, Jacob Armstrong,
Dude, I
with
saw him
Quaid.
at Walmart. When
Kobe?
I worked at Walmart. I was a manager there for a minute.
Oh,
a
really?
manager.
Bro,
And I seen him, and it like caught me off guard where I'm like, this looks like Colby from elementary school, but this dude is huge.
yeah, dude.
And I was like, he was always a big kid.
He's
I
always
bet
a big
it's him.
kid. Bro,
So I did. I walked up, said something. He kind of double taked and was like, "Oh my god, what's up, dude?"
yeah, bro. I remember him and I were pretty close in high school. We'd hang out all the time. It wasn't, we weren't like super close, but every once in a while we'd hit each other up and hang out. But he's a good guy, bro. Kobe's a good guy.
Yeah, he seems super friendly when I've seen him.
Yeah, dude. I wanted to get everyone though and do like a recess, just like a 45-minute recess, dude. And I tore my Achilles when I was in the middle of me planning it, bro. I was like getting in contact. I was talking to Plain State Elementary, and I was like, "Can I just like?" I was like, "We're the first generation of fifth graders there."
Right. My portrait's on the wall.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is.
I'm tiled on there.
Yeah, dude. If you don't, it's racist.
It's racist.
Somehow. But yeah, dude, I want to do that, but yeah, I messed up my Achilles. But I wanted to touch back, bro, because I remember I stopped being friends with James, dude, in second grade, and this is vivid to me. So if it's all gray to you and you don't remember, you can tell me. But for me, I remember I was friends with you midway through that year.
Yeah.
And I low key like dumped James.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad, but I was like, dude, he's weird. Kajun's so much cooler. Because, dude, I remember you had insane elementary school clout, bro.
Yeah.
You did,
Dude,
bro.
Yeah.
All the girls liked you. You were like one of the fastest kids at recess.
I'm like, am I just putting that like up on a pedestal in my head, or was I really that fucking cool? In
No, you were
school?
that dude in elementary school.
I'm like, no, I think I was.
Which, bro, I'm pretty sure I had like B tier autism. So I was like, why is he friends with me, dude? Because I remember you and I in second grade, you would introduce me as like your best friend. Like, this is Alex, my best friend. And I was like, why are you friends with me, dude?
So my dad's favorite story is I lived next door to Gramercy Elementary.
Yes, sir.
Like, right next door. I could have walked.
Gramercy?
Yep, right there on 12th Street. I lived 2 houses down. And my dad went there, and he was like, why don't we just send him to Gramercy Elementary? We could walk him to school. And my mom was like, nope, he's not going to school with them Mexicans.
Oh.
I'm taking him to the white kid school.
And your best friend was a Mexican.
So when I brought you and was like, this is my best friend, my mom was like, what the fuck? My dad laughed so hard. He's all, see? Doesn't matter where he goes. He's going to be friends with the Mexicans.
He's going to find the Mexicans.
Yep.
Dude, maybe you're like Mexican.
My dad loves that story.
That's like, so funny, bro.
Your mom was so adamant that you went to the white kid school. And here you come home with a Mexican best friend.
Oh my gosh, that's insane, like, dog.
Yes.
I didn't know that. That's
what.
So interesting.
Coming home with a Mexican.
That's so interesting, bro. I remember I went to like your 9th grade birthday party, or not 9th grade, 9th year birthday party.
Yeah.
You're turning 9.
Water party.
Yeah.
With my grandparents.
Yeah.
Yes.
We had like a white cake.
Who was there? Carson?
Carson. Probably the whole gang.
Yeah,
Quaid,
Caleb,
Hunter.
Quaid. Hey, you. Don't be pulling on shit.
She wants to be part of the pod,
grip.
Dude.
Give me that.
But yeah, dude, I remember that was the first time. Not to make myself like a victim or anything. That was the first time a friend invited me to hang out ever.
Yes.
And I was weird, but I was like all nervous. It was crazy. That's interesting, man. Your mom was probably just like.
Yeah, she got over it eventually, but I did think that was absolutely hilarious.
No, that is really funny.
She was like, nope, he's not going to the school next door. We're driving 45 minutes away to go to the white kid school.
That's crazy, man.
Joke's on you.
That's probably why you like moved away in like junior high and stuff, right?
No, we moved away. So my mom was building a house in Nibley, up in Logan.
Okay.
And
Nibley, I know Nibley.
Yep, she built a house up there. She's still in there. That's when my dad got locked up in 5th grade.
I remember that.
Yep.
I remember talking to you about that.
So that's why she started building a house, and we moved up to Logan. And that was like the biggest change in my entire life. Going from that elementary clout to the bottom of the totem pole, the new kid, you know. And then I moved in a weekend. I went from an elementary to a middle school.
Yeah.
Because it was a middle school. It had 7 classes.
Oh, in 6th grade?
Yeah. They're 6. So they had 6th and 7th grade was its own school.
Oh, shit. She good?
Yeah, it's all about the reaction, huh?
Yeah, dude.
It's all about the reaction.
Bro, do you remember why you wanted to be my friend? Because I remember as an 8-year-old, I was like, why does he want to be my friend, dude? All the girls are on him. I was like, what did I do?
I don't remember
was that like,
exactly.
Because I remember why I wanted to be your friend, obviously. Clout. Elementary school clout.
No, I don't really. I remember thinking you were cool.
Which is wild, dude, because I was barely talked.
Right? What's funny is my best friend growing up in high school was kind of the same as you.
Interesting.
I feel like there's that that opposite effect to where I was just super high strung and you're
Yeah.
super low key. So you kind of humbled me a
Maybe,
little bit,
bro.
and I brought you up a little bit.
I mean,
It
we
was
were
the same
8.
in high school.
Yeah, that's
So
interesting.
where, yeah, my best friend was that just super low key, quiet guy, and I was over the top, loud, and we just met in the middle. Made him a little louder, and he made me a little quieter.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. We were 8, so like we were literally like little kids.
Right,
But it
my
was just,
buddy
like,
has an 8-year-old kid.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, that trips
He must have
me
had a kid
out.
when he was like 17 then.
So it's actually his stepson.
Oh, okay.
His wife, she had him when she was in high school,
Oh, okay.
and he wasn't in the picture till he was 3.
Okay.
But now he has a 5-year-old that is his.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, he's got the 5-year-old and a 9-year-old,
Bro,
and it trips me
that's
out.
trippy, man.
Yep.
That's like almost a preteen.
Yeah, yeah.
Gosh, bro. There's some things I remembered. I don't know if you remember this, but okay. Do you remember what we would do at recess, bro? Do you remember what we would do?
You remember kicking our shoes over the wall?
No, I now I do.
I remember kicking our shoes over the wall and getting in so much trouble for that.
I remember we would munch up like papers,
Yeah.
and throw it against the wall and play like wall ball with like papers that we crushed
Papers?
up.
Okay, I kind of remember that.
I remember we would
Yep.
chase leaves, bro, and I remember you would call them loafs, and I thought that shit was so funny.
Loaves.
I thought that shit was so funny,
Now
dude.
you say that,
You're
I
like, I'm gonna
remember
catch
that.
some loafs.
Yes.
Dude, do you remember that?
Yes.
It was like right on that
Now
sidewalk
that you say that.
with
Yep.
with those on that road. We would just catch leaves, bro. We're like, I'm locking eye that one, and we like just catch them. Do you remember that?
I do.
I
Now
just
that you say
unlocked a
that.
memory.
It's so right there at that old elementary, the one that got torn down, that playground that's still there.
Yeah.
My aunt and uncle live across the street.
Oh wow.
So whenever I go there and just get a look at that park and that playground, it's like full on little kid memories. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I remember playing on that slide. I
Catching
remember
loafs.
Catching the loafs, and wow. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Every time I'm there, I'm just having flashback nostalgia.
That's crazy, bro. Do you remember the love tree, dude?
Yes. With everybody's names carved
Mhm.
into it. Yes.
Your name was still on there when I was like, I think my junior year.
Oh my.
It was still in high school. It was still there. It was still like K. It was like KH plus some girl you were messing with. I don't know.
Who did
I
mess with
forgot.
back there? Was it Kelsey Bichelle?
It might have been Kelsey Michelle, like Shaylee Higley or something. I don't know.
I don't remember Shaylee.
She's like Kelsey's best friend.
Yep.
But it was, I forgot. I remember it was your initials plus, dude, up until like 2017, it was still there.
That's amazing.
I haven't checked since. Maybe we
Yeah.
check now. It's still there,
Right,
bro.
Still there.
Because it was written
That's
with like
awesome.
Sharpie, dude.
Yeah.
So it was like, it never went away.
Oh, that's awesome.
I wanted my name on that tree with Tristan Ross Kelly so bad.
Oh, I remember Tristan.
Dude.
I sat next to her when Mr. Kiefer dumped water on my head on my birthday.
Really?
Do you remember
I was
that?
in Mr. Kiefer's class.
Yep. So I had Mr. Kiefer, and that
Yeah.
I don't know, how old
I
were you?
transferred
Sixth
in
grade?
from Stoba
Yeah.
because she did some shit and she got fired.
Oh,
I
damn.
got her fired.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a long story.
No, I had Mr. Kiefer. I stayed up for my birthday. My mom, I think I had Guitar Hero, and my
Mm.
mom let me stay up late.
Yeah,
And so then I went to school, and I was super tired.
and you're
And
falling
I
asleep.
fell asleep in class, and on my birthday, he dumped a pitcher of water on my head
Bro, that's
in the class, and I remember
Whack.
being so embarrassed, and she was sitting next to me.
bro. I thought she was so cute.
She was cute.
She was very pretty.
I just remember she drove me up the wall.
Yeah.
Even in 5th grade, I was like, will you shut
Was she-
the fuck
dude,
up?
she was yappy,
Will you
dude.
shut up?
About horses.
Anything.
Yeah,
Anything. It
dude.
didn't even matter what it was, but I just remember she wouldn't stop talking. My family gives me shit because I talk a lot. I was like, no. This girl
Dude,
talks
I
a
remember
lot.
she was, yeah. Which is interesting because in high school she was very reserved.
I could see
She was
that.
very
Yeah.
low key, quiet.
Hit that.
She got like
Transfer.
pregnant. I think
No.
like I don't know if it was senior year or like the
No.
year after,
Yeah.
but like very
Right
very young.
after.
Yeah. I still in high school I thought she was really cute too. I was like I like tried to flirt with her, you know. I don't think she was that into me, but like I thought she was cute, bro. And I almost did it to like elementary school Alex. I was like, bro, if I at least kiss her, it'll heal me, dude.
We'll be fine.
And bro, I remember, bro, the reason I have this written down. I came prepared, dude. The reason that like we like grew apart. I remember in my head, it was like 5th, 4th grade when we stopped being like best friends.
Yeah.
You were just like, oh, that's Alex. Was because, bro, I had asthma and we played boys chase girls.
Yeah.
And I wasn't able to play with you because I couldn't. I would get an asthma attack, bro. Like, look at this. I literally grabbed an inhaler right here. Like, and then I remember you were just like, oh, it's like you can just go play like kickball with like Quaid or something. I don't know, but I remember like
I do remember there was like that difference. Everybody had their game at recess, and there was like the 4 square kids, the kids that played on the playground, and then those other kids that we played football and ran around, and the boys chase girls.
Boys chase girls, dude.
Yep.
And I wanted to so bad, but one, I had asthma. 2, none of the girls would ever chase me. They would all chase you, dude. So I was like,
I do remember Symphony Shear.
Oh my gosh!
Pinned me down and kissed me before we were in 5th grade, because that was at the old elementary school.
Yeah.
And yeah, somewhere in there, she pinned me down and had me pinned.
Dude, that's...
And I was sitting there twisting my head, and she had me full on pinned and kissed me.
Dang, dude. She also had diabetes.
Yes, she did. And that was a nice thing. She liked me.
Yeah.
So during class, when she had to go leave and go run around and eat sugar, she would invite me. Because they'd be like, pick someone from the class. And she'd be like, I want Kajun to go with me. And we'd go into the gym, just us, and go run around and throw a ball and eat candy.
Oh, yeah, because she had to run around like during...
She had to like get her heart rate up.
Oh, I remember that, dude. I remember everybody wanted to be your friend because we all wanted
awesome.
to... Yeah, like during math.
Get out of class to go play.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care how weird you are.
It's like, I'll kiss you
again.
again.
Let's go. Yep, let's go.
She kicked me in the balls once, dude. From the back. Like, from the back. So she kicked... I was facing away from her. And I don't remember why, but it was we were already in the new elementary.
Yeah.
And she kicked me like behind my butt into my balls, and bro, it was the worst pain I felt in my life, dude.
Yeah.
I was like hyperventilating.
Oh my god.
Dude, I remember, and I remember I never wanted to like deck a girl so bad.
Yeah. I do remember she was violent.
Yeah, man. She was a new girl. She had to like stand out, dude.
She was the new girl, huh?
Symphony Shear, if you're out there. Fuck you. I'm just kidding.
Fuck you. Shout out.
Shout out Symphony Shear, man.
Kicking Alex in the balls.
Yeah, dude. That was... Yeah, man. But I remember that. I remember I was so sad, dude, because I was like, damn, my asthma's really impeding. Oh, dude. Dude, and by the way, bro, I can pause this whenever. So if you need to go away, we can pause.
You're good.
I'm not worried about it. She's getting separation anxiety from her dad. She's already a daddy's girl.
Yeah, tell mom's here. Huh. I did get the first win, though. I get small wins.
Yeah.
When my wife leaves the room, she screams. And I'll be holding her. And I'm like, I got you. And she's like, no, Mom. Finally, the other day, I left the room.
Okay.
And she started screaming in my wife's hands. Normally, I can leave, and she's like, fuck you.
She was attached to you for once.
I finally got it. And I was like, yeah, winning.
Bro, she's for sure going to be a daddy's girl. I could tell by the way she looks at you, bro.
Right. Eventually, one day, we'll get there, huh?
Yeah, man. That's crazy to have a kid, dude. We're literally talking about being kids.
Right.
And you have a kid right here. Bro, dang, I had these notes, but I went over them so fast, dude. I want to talk about Mr. Brown. Oh, dude.
Did you know he was in the circus?
What circus? Like
Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown?
So what him and his wife would do is they would ride horses and dance on them. So they'd be standing on the back of a horse.
I think I remember him showing us videos of that.
They would stand on the back of a horse and they would run around and like swap horses and like...
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, him and his wife were hardcore circus people.
That's sick, dude. I remember his class was like outside of the school.
Yeah, in that little portable.
Yeah, dude.
It felt separate.
Yeah, man, that was crazy.
Next year, Mrs. Bingham?
3rd grade, I had... Bro, I don't even remember, dog. Who did I have in 3rd grade?
I had that old lady.
Morris? I think I had Morris. Mrs. Morris. From what I remember, she was mean, dude.
Yeah. No, I think I had her in... Or she was one of the teachers eventually, and I got to go... I never liked her.
Before I had Mrs. Lewis and Mrs. Nelson. I remember I had that.
Oh, I saw Mrs. Adams. And Larry Adams.
Oh, the music bitch.
Yep. He was the bus driver. and she was one of the teachers. You remember that?
Oh.
He was my
I didn't
bus
know.
driver.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, her husband was my bus driver for the entire, since kindergarten up. He was the bus driver.
I remember she'd make us like sing, bro, and I hated it. It made me feel so insecure.
You remember when I was the lead role, one of the lead roles in the play?
No, dude.
Dude, it was
I don't
me
remember that.
and Allie.
Allie Kohler.
Yep, Allie
I was
Kohler.
very good friends with little brother.
She was the skeleton, and I was one of the...
Oh, wait. I think I vaguely remember this.
Yeah, I was one of the main characters, and I can't remember who the other one was, if it was that Bailey girl.
Dude, I remember this so vaguely.
Where's her binky at? What'd you do with it? Here,
Shut that thing, dude. Oh. She's cooling now, dude.
Are you getting tired? Huh?
That's... You just know how to calm her, dude. That's so crazy. Bro, do you remember, remember, like, the camps we go, like, with church? Like, the scout camps?
Yeah.
I remember, dude, this was, like, 3rd grade? I remember we were, like, in different, like, wards or stakes.
Yeah.
I don't know how it worked. And I remember we saw each other, dude. And I got roasted by all my homies because I saw you and we like hugged.
Yeah.
You're like, Alex Kajun! And I was like, ah!
Yeah.
We hugged.
Ran up and hugged.
And everyone called me gay, dude. It was so embarrassing. I was like, dude, that's... You're like, what? Is he your boyfriend? I was like, no, he's my best friend.
Yeah.
And people were like, why'd you hug him? You guys hug a lot? I remember, who said that? Carson Christensen said that.
Oh,
He's like, do you guys hug a lot? I remember him saying that. I was like, dude. It's like... I didn't expect to see him. He didn't expect to see me. He was like, let us be kids,
awesome.
bro. I remember it was so... I wanted to punch him when he said that, bro. And I was actually really good friends with Carson, but, like...
Yeah.
Like, in high school, but...
Yeah, I do. He's a good kid.
He is, bro.
I've seen him outside of... Since we've been adults. Seen him in the real world sense.
Yeah.
He's always super nice.
Bro, I don't think his family really likes me, because...
Hey, my one friend, I just went to my buddy's wedding. That was his best man. Like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed in his house in high school.
Why?
Because I had tattoos. I got this when I was 18. I got this one when I was 18. And I had my ears pierced.
So, like,
and
yeah.
I was the reason that he did drugs. And
Oh, yeah?
I wasn't allowed in that house. So then I'd sit in the car in the driveway while him and my other friends would go in to go get things.
Yeah.
And his mom and dad would still get mad at him. He's not allowed in the driveway.
Dang, dude.
And so then we haven't spoke since high school, which has been 8 years, you know.
Yeah.
I was his best man at his wedding.
Oh,
and
his parents salty?
They were like, is that Kajun? They don't remember any of the other friends' names, but they know my name.
I mean, you do have a very standout name, dude.
I was like, yep, it's me. I had a tank top on, too. I have my whole chest tatted. And I was just hanging out there. I was like, yep, what's up? I had a Slayer tank top on.
That's crazy.
Oh, it was pretty awesome.
Bro, I didn't, like, try drugs till I was, like, 25. I didn't even take a sip of alcohol till I was, like, 26.
I smoked vape first and then went to cigarettes shortly after. What do you need? You just want to walk.
Like, in high school? You were on them cigs in high school?
Yeah. So, when I was a sophomore, my best friend moved away.
Yeah.
So when I first moved up to Plain City, or not from Plain City, up there, my very first day, in my first period class, they asked this kid, Clayton, to help me open my locker, because I'd never had a locker. I didn't know how to open one.
Yeah.
Literally Friday, I was in an elementary school, and now Monday, I'm at a middle school.
Yeah.
And so
that's trippy.
They were like, will you help him open his locker? And he showed me, and after that, we were best friends.
Yeah.
And he actually lived, like, across the street from me. We were in the same ward.
Oh, that's dope.
And so it was awesome. He was my best man at my wedding.
Oh, for
and
real. That's
anyways,
dude, I saw on the gram you had like a Halloween wedding.
Yes.
That's sick.
So we were actually married in secret. We did the wedding at the courthouse and didn't tell anybody.
Oh.
And then planned a wedding for that year while being married.
And
so then we did our 1 year anniversry.
As a wedding. That's cool.
And so it was more of a party than an actual wedding.
No, that's sick, dude.
I'll put you down.
I don't even know what that would be like, dude. You're like in Plain City Elementary, then you move, and then you're like in a junior high. Like, you don't get a summer to like digest things.
There was no digesting, and it was the end of the year, so everybody has friends. Everybody's been hanging out with each other.
Yeah.
Oh, it was weird. It was a definite culture shock, that's for sure.
Bro, that's... Yeah, I remember. I don't know if you knew what Walk West was like, but Walk West
No.
was a culture shock for me.
No,
dude.
I never went, but I did have cousins go, and I always asked, like, how was it? Because I was always wanted to
And
go to
elementary,
Walk West.
all your elementary school homies were going there.
Yep, and they all went
Yeah.
there. I never got to go.
Dude, you didn't miss much, bro. It was,
I know, it was kind of sad. I wanted to grow up with everybody.
yeah.
And I always was like, I wonder if my elementary school clout would have carried on.
It would have, bro.
Or if it would have disappeared as we got older. You know?
It would have translated, man. Because
I never got it back. Going and moving to that new place.
well, you were like the new kid, bro.
Yeah,
Everybody
I
had
was the new
established
kid.
friendships.
And yeah, it was definitely different for sure. We were not popular. We were known for doing dumb shit.
You guys were like the stoners. Like,
Not until later, not until about junior year, we all got in big trouble.
oh, for real.
Yep, I got a juvenile felony in junior year.
Oh, damn.
But I took the blame for everybody. I went down.
Oh, shit.
I remember I got a phone call in class. My buddy called me and he's like, bro, they have 20 of us down here in the office. Run. And I hid in the bathroom, called my best friend, had him drive me home. I think it was a Friday, and then that Monday was Cinco de Mayo. And
Yeah.
some kids the year before got suspended for wearing American flag shirts on Cinco de Mayo.
What?
Yep, because it's a Mexican holiday and they
Well,
wore American pride stuff.
That's a weird thing to get suspended for, but
So we went in cowboy boots and American flag shirts ready to get suspended.
really?
And I had a cop come in and pull me aside. They took me into the office. They found weed on me.
Oh, damn.
I would have been 16. They found weed on me. They drug tested everybody positive, dirty. And so I took the blame. I was like, well, if it wasn't for me, they would all be clean. I gave it to them all. It was me that had it. I bought it. And
Damn.
they tried to sell me. They were like, okay, well, we're going to give you a 3rd-degree felony for distribution of marijuana. And I was like, I wasn't selling it. And they were
Yeah.
like, no, but you gave it away. Distributing it. And I'm like, okay, you got me there.
So everyone else got off scotch-free, and you bit the bullet for all the
Yep.
homies.
A lot of them also pulled that. I'm going on a mission card. I'm going on a mission. I can't have this on my record. Their parents were there helping them. You know, their parents were like, please no, please no.
That's kind of messed up, though. They were like, yeah, dude, just have Kajun. He's not going on a mission.
Yep.
Like,
And I had tattoos and piercings, and
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, I got it. I'll take it. And so I did. I took the blame.
bro, damn. That's messed up, bro. I think a real homie wouldn't have let you do that, dude.
Right? I had 2 others that got in big trouble with me out
Yeah.
of 20 kids.
Just for distributing?
Yep, just for giving it out to my friends.
I mean, I think if that happened today, I don't think it'd be a big deal.
No.
They'd probably give you a smack on the wrist, make you do some community service, and
Right.
you're chilling. But back then,
I was on probation my entire senior year.
yeah.
I was on probation the entire year.
Dang.
I had to do piss tests once a week. I did. Junior year, I had a 0.00 GPA. I failed every class.
Oh my
I had
gosh.
over 160 absences.
Did you graduate?
Yeah, so then Mountain Crest, the school I was going to,
Yeah.
they told me, look, you're not going to graduate from here. It's impossible.
Yeah.
So you got to go to an alternative high school and where their graduating credits less.
Yeah.
So I went out there and I got a 4.0 all year long.
Oh, nice,
But you
dude.
had like A
Hell
day,
yeah.
B day. You only had 3 classes a day, and they were like
Yeah.
2.5 hours long. There's
Oh,
only 10 kids in a class,
easy.
so the teacher had a lot more time to sit
And
with
teach.
you and teach one-on-one rather than teach a class.
Yeah.
And that helped a lot. I had a 4.0 all senior year.
Bro, that's crazy because
Went from 0.0 to 4.0.
I remember you being one of the smarter kids in elementary school. I remember you
Yeah.
like test high and like because I was too. I was one of the smarter kids too. Like the reading and the
Yeah.
math.
No, that disappeared fast.
Yeah.
That went away.
Me too, bro.
The more I got into girls and the more I got into drugs, it was like,
Yeah.
fuck school.
All that elementary school cloud just went to your head,
Yep,
bro.
it did. And I thought I was going to be hot shit at that new school, and I was not, ever.
That's interesting, man.
It never came back.
That's crazy, bro. I remember I was like, dude, Kajun's gonna be so popular in high school. Like thinking that like fourth, fifth grade.
Dude, I think back and I'm like, I wonder if I would have been popular. I wonder if I could have been like, kids would run for class president and shit. And
You would
I'm
have
like,
went on a mission or something.
I could have fucking done class president. I probably would have gone on a mission.
Yeah, bro.
Probably wouldn't have gotten into drugs. I tell my mom that too. I'm like, hey, if you hadn't moved me away, I would have gone on a mission.
Bro.
She's like, I think I can see it, eat her alive.
Dude, I mean, Fremont, it would have been different, man, because Fremont, the kids were like, you know, clean cut, like, it's different. It's like really hard to get into drugs there, but kids still did, you know.
Yeah, there's always it still there. Logan was kind of the same way, super
Yeah.
LDS, but
Yeah,
there was still that crowd.
that's crazy, man. I remember being so like, I don't know if jealous, but like astonished of like how the girls gave you attention in elementary school, and I was just like, dude, what is he doing? I would like study you. I don't even know what you would do, dude. You would just be funny and like be fast. That's like all you need. Yeah.
You just gotta have some skill.
Yeah.
Gotta be cute, and them girls loved you.
Yeah, dude. Bro, do you remember? Okay, I don't know if you remember this, but this is like the closest I felt to like elementary school clout was we were playing lightning once, and I broke my wrist.
Yeah.
So I was playing in a cast.
Okay.
And I forgot. I think it was who was in front of me. I used to remember who it was, but some kid. It was probably like Carson Knight or something.
Yeah, I remember he was always good at basketball.
Yeah.
Him and Carson Christensen were always.
They were really good.
Really good athletic kids. Same with Colby. He was a
Yeah.
good athletic kid.
They were, bro.
Whoop you at any sport.
Yeah, dude. I mean, in high school, some of them didn't like stop, but some of them still played like high school football. But
Yeah.
anyways, I remember one of them shot. You know how lightning is? Like
Yep.
if you shoot behind them, then they're out. He shot the ball. We were playing from half court, so like it was just we would just throw it, and then it would just like go anywhere, and then you have to like. I remember I couldn't shoot because I had a broken wrist, so I like drop kicked the ball from half court, and it went in. And I remember you were in that line, and I remember everyone going, "Oh my gosh!" And we stopped playing, and it was like I felt so cool. I was like, "Dang."
You remember the
like, this is what it's like?
cards?
Yeah,
You
dude.
remember
Corbin?
taken
I remember
away?
Corbin Gibson
Yeah.
was like way into that. I don't remember why, but
He rode the bus with me, and
Oh, yeah?
I got him in trouble. I had a
For
laser
Pokemon?
pointer.
oh,
I shined it in the bus driver's eyes while he was driving,
oh shit,
and
yeah,
he was sitting next to me. I think we had assigned seats,
yeah.
and I was like, nope, it was him. It was him.
Oh, dude.
He did it.
Frame the black kid.
Frame
dude.
the black kid.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And frame the only black kid on the bus,
Yeah.
and they believed me. And he got in big trouble, and then eventually I had to come clean, and I got in big trouble for that.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
Should I still have his number. Should I call him right now and you can apologize to
And
him
be like,
live?
dude, I'm so sorry for blaming you for that laser pointer.
I
He'd be
bet he
like,
remembers that.
What? The
Bro.
laser pointer? Yeah, you remember that on the bus?
That's crazy. That'd
Yeah,
be
I
so
think
funny.
He was one of the first stops too. I think he got off quick,
Yeah.
which was nice because I was one of the last stops. So
Mhm.
with our assigned seating, I got a seat to myself
Yeah.
every day, all day. It was nice.
Nah, dude. That's crazy. That'd be so funny if we called him, see if he remembers that.
Right? I haven't spoken to him in absolutely too many
Dude,
years.
I was friends with him in high school. I was friends with like all these people, like some not all
Right.
these people, a lot of them.
It's so crazy to think that, man, I missed out on that. I really wish I would have gone to high school with a lot of these kids.
I'm gonna call him right now. See if he remembers. Bro, I don't think I have his number anymore. Oh, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, bro, it's interesting to think like how different your life would have been if you went to like Walk West.
Yep.
Like you would have been friends with like Hunter Miller and like
Yep.
Jake Pendergast and all those
I know,
guys.
and he's a cop now.
Yeah. I can't see him as a cop, dude.
Dude, I can't either.
He's
but
too,
I'm
like-
so ready for him to pull me over.
Bust you with weed or something. Not that it matters anymore in 2024.
I was gonna say, now I'm a dad. I don't
Yeah.
carry drugs in the car.
Yeah.
There was a time when it would have been bad.
That'd be awkward if he just like has you in cuffs and you're like,
Right?
hey man,
Hey man, how's life?
remember playing baseball or whatever?
My favorite, I was telling someone, I didn't go over to other friends' houses too often, but I went over to his house once. I went over there a couple times.
Yeah.
But I think maybe like the second or third time I ever went over to his house, Smalls, go to bed. He had a computer, and I didn't have a computer with internet. And he had a computer,
Yeah.
and he had the Stickman animation, to to where you could like move your little stick man around and make like a stop motion video
Oh.
on this computer game.
Yeah.
I sat there the entire time at his house and played that for like 4 hours.
You're just
And
fascinated.
his family had dinner and did everything while I was in the computer room just playing this
Dude.
game by myself. I didn't even go over and hang out with him. I just went over and sat on his computer for 4 hours, and I still feel bad about it. You blowing raspberries?
You blew raspberry in my shoe, dude. That's not sanitary, homie.
That's good for you.
No, it's fun, dude. That's crazy, man. I remember being fascinated at like families having dinner, bro.
Yes.
Cause like I never had that.
No, we did dinner on the couch usually, unless
Yeah.
it was at a grandparent's house or something.
Bro,
And they had a table.
do you remember? I'm just remembering right now. Do you remember those twins that everyone hated? It was like Robert and Riley.
Yes. Yes.
I remember one of them
Yeah.
was like a little bit less hated.
Robert.
Robert was
Because
less
he
hated,
wasn't weird as fuck.
and he would throw I would be honest, bro. He would throw Riley under the bus. He'd be like,
Yeah.
"I'm not as weird as him,"
Yeah.
which is kind of fucked. If I'm being like, I
But
would.
his brother wore high. I remember he wore high heels.
Yeah, he was just
in
gay.
Like fourth grade.
He was just gay, is
He
all.
was, but we were in fourth grade,
Yeah, I
and
know.
everybody's mind was blown.
Yeah.
I think even the girls were like,
We didn't understand
"What
it,
is wrong with this dude?"
bro. We did not understand it. I remember people still didn't like Robert, but then like, yeah, as he like slowly started throwing Riley under the bus more and more, you're like, okay, he's all right because he hates Riley with us.
Yep.
And I bet their dynamic at home was not good.
No, I always wondered what it was like being at home with those two.
He hated on him, his
Because,
own brother.
yeah, their own twin.
Yeah,
and
dude.
They just dissed each other.
Dog, I remember it was like my 11th birthday party, and Robert was like, "Hey, can you invite me and Riley? We never get invited to shit." He like straight up asked me, and I'm not gonna say no.
Right.
So I was like, "Yeah, man," and I was not elementary school popular, so I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not, dude? I feel that." But I wasn't hated. No one
Right.
hated me. I was just like, "Oh, it's just Alex. He's just there."
not
so
hated,
so I had
not
empathy.
most popular.
Dude, and I had empathy for him. I was like, dude, I can't imagine what it's like to just be hated by everybody. I was like, yeah, dude, you can come over. And I remember he came over, bro. Everyone left.
Oh,
He came over, my party, everyone got
Everyone's
up and
like,
left.
yeah,
Everyone
good.
just walked home, dude. No one had cars, but it was like, everyone lived in Plain City.
right.
So there's like, hey, I have to go. And like, everyone came in a bike or whatever. And I was like, dude, this guy just ruined my birthday party.
Oh,
I remember he's like, sorry for coming. I was like,
sorry.
I don't know, dude. I remember that was a weird memory.
Maybe this is why you don't get invited.
Yeah, dude. I felt bad because it was like he was just fruity and
Yeah.
like he was a little weird at recess. He'd like try to kiss boys or whatever. But, like,
Yeah.
he was just
Yep.
doing. I remember, he tried to kiss dudes all the time. We played boys chase girls, and he would be like with the girls.
I do remember that. Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And he did it to himself, man. In
He
Plain
did.
City, Utah,
he did.
like being off. Yeah,
Being the only gay kid, it's almost harder than being the only black kid.
yeah, man. Or Mexican kid.
Or the only Mexican kid.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I
think-
remember when we played soccer, and we played against each other.
Oh, and yeah.
Yeah, and it was like you were playing on the Ogden League, and I was on the Ogden League, and we both were like, "When you go to Plain City? Yeah, no, you go to Plain City? How you playing in the Ogden League?" Oh, I go off my grandma's address to go to school. Oh, me too.
In Plain AYSO.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yep. I remember, I think it was you and your cousin were on a team.
Yeah, my cousin Nick.
Yep. That's right.
Dude.
I don't remember who won that game.
I don't
remember
either.
being excited that I saw you and we were playing
Yeah.
soccer against each other because I took soccer serious. at
Yeah,
that
dude, you
time.
love soccer, man. You really like
Yeah.
soccer. I did too.
Dude, my dad was the coach, so it was funny. You don't go home and there's no more practice. You go home and it's more practice.
Yeah.
Practice. You go to the game and it's still your dad is the coach. I had to be held to a higher standard.
Oh,
It was
did you play
gross.
like comp ever and stuff?
I did for a second.
Mhm.
I took baseball a little bit more serious though,
Mm.
and I did get on a badass comp team. We had to drive to Salt Lake every day, or not every day, but at least every weekend.
Yeah.
And that I remember that step up from like recreational baseball to comp baseball,
Yeah.
and the amount of talent
Yeah.
that came in one team, and I was like, damn, am I good enough to play on this team?
Yeah.
On rec baseball, I'm the best kid on the team by
Yeah.
far. On this comp team, I am hopefully not last,
Yeah, dude.
And then my dad got locked up, and so my mom wouldn't drive me to Salt Lake.
And then you like sports, you kind of like stop playing
Yeah, I
sports,
quit
really.
playing sports for a long time, for a few years, And it wasn't until I was about, I think, 15. 15, we went to a parade and a hockey team was handing out flyers, and I played hockey all high school.
Oh, that's sick,
Yeah,
dude.
I loved it. I loved hockey. I was super good at skating. I could skate almost as fast as the coaches' kids.
Yeah.
And they were easily the best skaters on the team. And I'd only been skating for a couple years, and I could keep up with them.
Yeah.
But you pass me the puck, and I'd be like,
Like the coordination and everything.
full on retarded.
Yeah.
But it was so much fun. I did love hockey.
Bro, I remember I played soccer seriously up until 8th grade, and I played on like a traveling comp team.
Heck yes.
And then I quit, and I picked up basketball in 9th grade. And then I was like, yeah, dude, but I took basketball like a religion.
Yeah.
And then I was like, not good enough to play in junior high, but then I like outworked everybody. And then I played in high school. Like I played for Fremont.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, all those kids that picked me last at recess, fuck them, dude. Because I always get picked last, dude. And I don't blame them. I was ass. I wasn't that good. But I was like, I remember being better than everybody like in high school, and it healed my inner kid so much. It did wonders to me, dude. Because like I played pickup with like Kobe, Carson, both Carsons. Dude, I was better than all of them in high school. And I was like, bro, this is so enriched. Like I don't know, it felt good. I'm just yapping, bro, but it felt amazing. It felt amazing.
Heck yeah. I think
I'd
I
always
played
get picked
basketball
last.
in 8th grade.
Yeah.
My best friend wanted to play.
Yeah.
He was like, and we played. Him and his best friend growing up in elementary school, they lived across the street from each other, and I was a street away.
Yeah.
And so I'd go over to their house, and they both took basketball serious.
Yeah.
They were both taller than me. One friend, he was really tall. He's like 6 foot by the time we were 13.
Dang.
And yeah, they would take basketball serious. Me and my buddy would like practice hook shots and
Yeah.
behind the back shots.
Yeah.
And we would just do the dumbest granny shit ever.
Yeah,
And
dude.
so when we went and played on a team, we would do that in the games. They'd give me the ball, and I'd hook shot it from half court. And my coach would be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, that was cool, though. Huh? I almost made it." He'd be like,
Yeah.
"Almost does not count." And we got in so much trouble. They wouldn't let us play on the team that next year. One of my good buddies, that we hated each other in high school. Hated each other.
Yeah.
And then his adopted dad died right outside of high school, and his adopted mom kicked him out.
Damn.
And so he had to move down here to Ogden with his real dad and his stepmom, who are drunks and druggies.
Oh shit.
And they had him in a Harry Potter closet.
Damn, bro.
As his room, and he hit me up, and it was weird that he hit me up because we hated each other.
Yeah, y'all were
we were
buddies.
not friends, and he's like, "Hey, I know you live in Ogden. Like, could we hang out?" And we became really close. But we talk about that, and he's like, "Dude, I fucking hated you on that basketball team because he took basketball so serious. That was his life. He was going to be an NBA player."
Yeah.
So when me and my buddy would get the ball and hook shot or throw it backwards, he was like, "The fuck is wrong with these kids?"
Dude, I don't know, man. If I was coaching like kids, I'd let them mob. I'd be like, y'all do what you want. It's just for fun. None of you guys are making the league.
No. So in the wintertime, I teach kids how to snowboard at Snow Basin.
Oh, really? I have friends that worked there in Snow Basin. Do you know a Dallin Smith? Or a Chade Gaunter?
Did Dallin work there? He didn't work there this last winter.
No.
He worked there 2 winters ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's one of my best friends.
Dude, I love him.
Dude, that's crazy. Is he gay? No.
Okay. I never thought, but my other buddy Mitchell was like, "I think he's gay." I was like,
Dallin
I
Smith,
can see that.
like he's like really tall, freckles.
Yep.
Comb over, Mormon.
Yep, Mormon.
Yeah.
I'm a chunkier kid.
No.
No?
He's in pretty good shape.
Maybe it's the ski clothes.
Maybe.
Ski clothes.
He was a chubby kid when he was little.
Okay.
But maybe he just had like a little chubby face. He's actually pretty good shape.
No, yeah, he gave me his Slopes app. He was, you can like buy this app that like tracks your speed and tracks your stuff.
This would be crazy. I'm gonna show you a picture of him and see if it's the same guy. This would be crazy, bro. That'd be such a small, like, I guess it's just Utah, but it'd just be like this guy. Whenever it loads. I guess I should click on an actual picture.
No, I don't think that was him.
The guy in the middle.
Yeah.
He worked at Snow Basin like 2 winters ago.
He looks familiar, but it's not the same Dallin that I'm thinking of.
But yeah, that's crazy you mentioned that. Because I remember him and my other really good friend Chade both worked there. I'm going to ask them. Maybe they know you.
Yeah. Oh, because 2 years ago, I won Rookie Snowboard Instructor of the Year.
Oh, yeah. They for sure know you, dude.
freaking got my clout back.
Yeah, dude.
Had to go to Basin to get that.
Man.
But
That's crazy, man.
yeah, we're a snowboard family, hardcore. I got my wife into it.
She's into it too?
Yep.
That's sick.
So it was weird with this baby. 2 years ago, I got, I think it'd be 3 years now. 3 years. I got 120 days on the mountain. Then not this winter, but the winter before, I got 140 days on the mountain. They were open 158 days, and I had planned to get 150 days. I only missed 8 days.
That's
on the
crazy.
Mountain. But I had to get a real job because they quit working us at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford it anymore. Oh, and you get yourself pinned. But I had to get a real job, so I didn't get my 150 days, but I got 140.
Dude, that was like part of your routine then.
Dude, it was. Every day, that's what you would do, is just go up there and go snowboard.
Yeah. Bro, that's lit, dude. Bro, so the way, bro, I like end my podcast usually to wrap it up. You know, like the NBA does like a draft.
Yeah.
Like first overall pick, second overall pick. I do that, but with like weird stuff, like I don't know, like drinks.
Okay.
And we just do a draft.
Okay.
And we have my listeners, which I only have like 11 subscribers, vote on who has the better 5. And it's like no one ever votes, but one day somebody will.
One day somebody's gonna.
But a draft I wanted to do is like elementary school lunch items.
Okay.
And like you have the first pick, and we can't duplicate picks. So if you pick it, I have to pick something else.
Okay.
It's 5.
Okay.
But okay, bro. So you have the first pick.
On elementary lunch items.
Yes, if you remember.
Dude,
it could be. It could be.
Pizza day was always my favorite day.
Pizza.
Pizza was always a good day.
Pizza as a number 1 pick is not a bad pick.
Yep.
I respect it. But my number 2 pick, or my number 1 pick, bro. Do you remember those like cheese breadsticks?
Yes.
That's my pick. I
That's
don't know what they are.
one.
Cheese breadsticks.
Yep, that was a good one.
I don't remember what they were called. They were fire. We had those on Spaghetti Day.
Yes, they came with the spaghetti.
Yeah.
Man, number 2 would have to be the Uncrustable.
Oh, fire.
Dude, my dad had never had one until he was 50 years old.
Yeah. Well, they're newer, aren't they? They're like when we were kids, they started getting big.
Yeah, when we were kids, they started getting big, but he had never had one. You know, all these dudes that I work with my dad. He's the manager.
Oh,
a lot of those dudes eat Uncrustables and shit, and he was like, "What are those pre-made PB&Js?" I'm like, "Dude, in school these were the shit.
Yeah,
like,
they
this
were
was the greatest thing ever." And he's like, "Never had one." So we gave him one, and he was like, "This is amazing.
Yeah,
I feel deprived. I feel like I never got to eat this
with no crust."
Yep, dude, that is number 2.
Dang, that's actually a goated pick, dude.
I still eat those to this day.
Yeah.
It's on my grocery list weekly. Uncrustables.
I should get those in bulk, dude. That's fire. I heard low-key, if you like deep fry them, they're like amazing.
Oh yes,
I've never done
it. It's amazing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
You do got to put some batter on them, just like if you were deep frying Oreos.
Yeah, because they probably just
or
dissolve.
stuff like that. But yeah, you put that batter on it and deep fry it. Oh man,
damn, that's crazy. But my number 2 pick is, you remember those like paper milk cartons?
Yes.
Those. I don't know why, but for some reason the chocolate milk tasted so fire in those little paper milk cartons.
I can't remember, but I remember somebody blew it out their nose. I think it might have been Hunter Miller.
Probably Hunter Miller.
And we made him laugh so hard or something that he fucking blew milk out his nose. And it ruined his food. It ruined his lunch.
Oh, that's...
I don't know
I should have him on the pod.
I remember that so well, but I remember somebody... It could have been somebody else, but they blew milk out their nose onto their lunch. And I remember laughing my ass off.
Bro, I remember almost decking Hunter Miller, now that I remember, in 5th grade.
Yeah.
Because we were playing Foursquare once.
Yeah.
And he pantsed me. And it was on the one day I was wearing tighty whities. I always wore boxers, but that one day I was wearing tighty whities.
Laundry
and this motherfucker just pantses me, bro. I almost decked him. I remember I grabbed him by the shirt and I was like, I'm going to kill you. And I was like, I'm not going to hit him. But yeah, I just remember that. It unlocked a weird memory. I wonder if he remembers that.
I remember, now that you say that, Tristan was one of my dance partners.
Tristan Ross Kelly?
Yeah, for like 5th grade. Remember we had to dance?
Oh, yeah.
We did this like the 50s with like, the poodle skirts and stuff.
Like 5 o'clock, 7 1/2, 8 o'clock, rock.
Yep.
That's crazy.
She was my dance partner.
Mine was Maddie Cofford. Do you remember her?
You know what I remember about her? and
What?
I hate myself every day,
What?
is I teased her in 5th grade for missing a belt loop.
Missing a belt loop?
Yep. She had a belt on, and she missed the back 2 belt loops.
Oh.
Like she was threading her belt. It just scared
Oh.
you.
She's a little shaken up.
It
Did it
just
affect her
scared
that
me.
bad though? Like this belt
Well,
loop?
I don't know if it affected her,
Yeah.
but I made fun of her for missing a belt loop. I teased her for like all day. I was like, man, how tired were you? You couldn't even put a belt on? Like, you went over those loops, you know?
Yeah, dude.
Now, every time I put a belt on, I think of that moment.
That's crazy.
And I have to triple check that I put the belt loops through because I teased a girl for that. And
Damn,
yeah,
bro. I
that is
remember-
something in my daily life that I think about still.
I remember I
tired.
absolutely did not want to dance with her. I do remember that.
We're gonna try something real quick.
She's a little shaken up, dude. She like hit her head a little bit.
Right? We're gonna go try something, huh? 'Cause
All right,
you're
bro.
tired. I see you.
We can hit a little pose. As soon as we do this drafting,
Yeah.
we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
That's cool how you have like a camera. You can
Right.
keep an
Little
eye on her.
monitor.
Yeah.
Still use the rest of my phone while I'm watching her.
Bro, my parents did not give a damn about me. I was just like, they just let me mob around as a kid.
Yes.
That's like, that's cool. Y'all have like, I don't know, eyes on it, which I think that's how it should be.
Right.
You
So
never know when a kid could pick up like some toy and choke on it.
we have a sock that goes with this
Yeah.
that connects to this, and it gives me her oxygen and pulse rate.
Oh.
If her heart stops beating, it'll start alarms going off.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, my wife had to get it when she was newborn, just because you set that baby down, and that was like natural to where you're like, is it still breathing?
Yeah.
Is it still breathing?
No,
Is it still
I'm
breathing?
always scared of that. I'm always scared a baby just gonna like
Stop.
have a seizure or
Yeah.
something in my hands.
Stop breathing.
It's terrifying, dude. Because they're defenseless. They're not gonna tell
Right.
you like I don't feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's terrifying,
It's
bro.
horrifying.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, I made fun of her.
Yeah.
Still to this day, every time I put a belt on,
That's
I have
crazy.
to triple check my belt loops that I didn't miss one.
Yeah.
Because I teased her in 5th grade for missing a belt loop.
And she was kind of like an outcast type kid. That's why I didn't want to dance with her because I'm like, dude, I want to dance with
Who was she
Tristan.
friends with? Katie?
Kitty Red.
Yes, the
She was the-
tall girl.
Okay, I say this with respect, bro. She was the first one to get boobs.
Yeah, she
And
was.
I remember every guy was all over her. She was like a nerdy girl, but
she
like
was super nerdy.
she was the first one to get boobs though in
Yep.
like 6th grade. And dude,
I remember she liked me too.
dudes were throwing themselves at her.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. And I remember she was tall, dude.
She was tall.
She was like 5'9" in like
She was
5th
tall.
grade.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't remember exactly, but she was tall.
She was tall as shit.
You should have hooked up with her, dude.
Dude, I dated a tall girl once, to where I
Yeah.
had to hold her hand at like my waist or like up here. I had to tippy toe to kiss her. She would have to bend down to kiss me. She could carry me.
Jeez,
I could not carry her.
I couldn't do that,
Dude,
man.
it was humbling.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
like
a humbling.
it's like
relationship.
demasculinizing.
It was
Yeah.
extremely to like be in public and holding your girlfriend's hand by your chest, and then to tippy toe to kiss her, and she got to bend down. Oh,
Your
my
girlfriend's your bodyguard.
God, yeah,
That's
she
sick.
could wreck a dude more than I could.
Oh,
So yeah, that was
that's
humbling.
cool though. Kind of hot though. I
Right?
bet.
Our
In a
first
weird way?
date, so I had hair down to my nipples,
Yeah.
and you know this was Tinder, so
Oh,
you got to have that public first date. Can't bring girls down here to the property.
Yeah.
And if they do come down here to the property for the first date, they're probably crazy
Yeah.
because you're willing to get murdered.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. They trust you that much.
right, that you even trust me. We've been talking for a day. So she
Red
wanted
flag.
a public place, and she was a hairdresser. So I was like, well, let me come get my hair cut,
Mhm.
chop it off. And so our first date was I walked in with hair down to my nipples, and she shaved it off,
Dang, dude.
completely, almost buzz cut.
That got her horny somehow.
Oh yeah, that got me. Hook, line, and sinker got her.
Hell yeah, dude.
That was fun. That was a good one.
That's crazy.
Savage.
Bro, what's your third pick? What's
Third
your
pick.
elementary school item pick?
Oh man, I'm
Already-
trying to think.
I already have mine locked in.
I remember hating school lunch.
It was gross.
It
That's
was.
why. That's why it's like
Yeah.
such a weird. I don't know. There's some goated items, but oh,
The-
do you?
The
oh.
milk was good. Got that one.
There's like so many in my head that were like gross, but they were just iconic.
What else are you thinking? What else you got?
Bro, I Us, the cinnamon rolls, bro.
Okay, the cinnamon
Back
rolls.
when they would actually feed us.
Yes.
Before Michelle Obama ruined that shit.
Yep, Michelle Obama ruined that.
Yeah.
And that was that year that I moved up there.
Yeah.
And,
That dude.
oh God, that just was horrible.
I picked ahead, I guess. I cheated.
You're good. I can't even think of any. Everything I'm thinking of is up there in Cache Valley.
Cause like, I mean, you can pick that. You can pick
Right.
that. Just
Let's
like
see.
any school lunch, dude. I remember by high school, I would leave the school campus.
Yeah, by high school
Yeah.
I'd leave.
Yeah.
It wouldn't eat
No one
there.
would eat
Or you
there.
go to a la carte if you're gonna get anything and get some candy.
Yeah. Dude, by high school, the lines were so short. No one would. Who would eat high school lunch? Like nobody.
I don't know, a lot of kids up there that did. But it wasn't too much from Plain City, a bunch of farmer kids.
Yeah.
That was a huge culture shock again, was coming back my senior year. My mom kicked me out
Oh yeah.
and the end of senior year because I couldn't pay rent.
Oh, your mom was charging you rent in high school?
$200 for half a room with my best friend. My best friend, his parents moved away to Colorado,
And he had to pay another
Washington.
$200?
So he moved in with me because we did a school year apart, and then he came back. He didn't want to be the new kid.
Yeah.
So we just shared a room, and my mom let him sleep and live in the house.
So your mom
She charged me and him
charged you rent
$200
in high school?
for a room smaller than this.
In high school?
In high school, we did have jobs. We had paper routes.
But in high school?
In high school,
You were
So-
a child.
yeah, I was 17.
I think that's illegal.
18. Just turned 18.
I'm 100% sure that's illegal.
Yeah. Yep.
Damn.
Charging me $200 a month, and I paid it through most of the school year. It was
Yeah.
just at February I ran out of my savings and I didn't have enough money to cover my $200 of rent. So
Yeah.
she kicked me out.
Dude,
So
that's
I had-
illegal.
Yeah, I had to move down here with my grandma, and up in Cache Valley, man, you weren't cool unless you had a dip ring in your pocket. I would
Yeah.
get new jeans and put my dip can in the pocket and rub a ring in the back pocket so that you had that dip ring in your back pocket.
Interesting. Yeah, Cache Valley.
That was cool. You had to have a dip ring. So when I moved
Yeah.
down here and was like half country kid, half skater kid,
Yeah.
it did not mesh well with the Ogden gangsters.
What school did you go to your senior year?
George Washington.
Oh, just like here in O-Town.
Yeah. The ghetto.
Ghetto.
The ghetto.
Where your mom did not want you to go to elementary school.
No, but she didn't care anymore. She kicked me out and I lived
Yeah.
with grandma. And yeah.
How's I mean, this might be personal, but how's y'all relationship now?
It's good now.
It's good?
It's good now. We didn't speak for probably like 6 months.
Mm,
But yeah, we got over it.
that's good.
Moved on since then. But yeah, I teased my buddy because he lived there. March, April, May, June.
After you got
July,
kicked out?
7 more months after I got kicked out, had that room to himself.
Oh.
I was like, I hate you.
that's
I
crazy,
hate
dude.
you. But then I didn't have to pay rent, and I got my own room down here with grandma. So
Dog, that's insane.
win-win.
Dude, did you know? Did you know in Austin Smealy, in Cache Valley? Did you go? What school did you go to?
Mountain Crest. at
Oh,
first.
okay.
Yep. So I went to Mountain Crest, and
I don't
then I
know
had to
anything
go
about
to the alternative up there, which was Cache High. And then I'd come down here, and that once they wouldn't let me go to Ogden or Ben Lomond because
Bro.
I wouldn't have graduated.
I remember playing Mountain Crest in high school, and there was this kid with long, shaggy hair that would cook me, dude. I got subbed out because he was just cooking my ass. I don't remember his name, but he had long, shaggy hair. I just remember that on Mountain Crest. I got PTSD.
I got PTSD.
I got yelled at by my coaches.
Playing soccer,
Playing basketball.
playing basketball.
Yeah. Like the Fremont coaches took me out and they're like, he's cooking your ass. I was like, dude, he's got like Justin Bieber hair, dude. I don't know. It's crazy. But bro, you don't gotta remember the school lunch items because now I'm spacing out. I don't think I can name 5.
Right? I'm trying to think
I'm
of
trying to
anything
think,
I even
too.
ate.
Yeah,
I don't think I really ate that much.
elementary school.
Yeah, elementary or even going into middle school and junior high. I didn't really eat school lunch.
Dude, I did because I literally did not have friends. Did I tell you the teachers told my parents I had autism?
What?
Yeah. Wow. Like not even one teacher, like several did.
Wow. My teachers told my parents I was a distraction.
Yeah.
Your son's a distraction to the entire class, and I have to sit him in the back of the room facing the other way so he doesn't talk to people.
Bro, man, you were rowdy. You were just social. You
Yeah,
weren't
I
like a
was
dick.
Social.
You
I
were
just
just-
wanted to talk to people, so I was
Yeah.
a distraction.
I mean, bro, that's so dumb. It's like you put a kid in a class with a bunch of people his age. It's like he's gonna talk to people. It doesn't mean
Right.
it's a distraction.
I had to go to like the front of the room, and I'd be up against the whiteboard,
Yeah.
so I couldn't see the rest of the class.
I remember you have to pull cards a lot. I remember that.
Yep, I did a lot.
Bro, and I was a mute.
Dude, one of my worst memories in elementary was Quaid.
Yeah?
In first grade, I pulled his chair out. He sat in front of me, and as he went to sit down, I said,
Oh, didn't he crack his head open?
"You think so?" He busted his head.
I remember that.
He was crying, and then I was like, "Don't tell on me, don't tell on me." And he went up, and it was Mrs. Arnold, and it was before she had her Parkinson's. Because
Yes.
that got worse after we moved out of her class. She was still good.
I remember that.
Then, and
She was
he was
shaking.
like standing in line to go rat me out, and I remember being like, "Shit,
Yeah.
I'm in trouble." And he asked her some random question
Yeah.
and didn't rat me out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but he was like looking at me in line like,
He was
"You're
like,
gonna die. I'm gonna
Oh.
rat you out." And I was like, "Oh, fuck."
I think I remember hearing about that.
Yeah,
He
he
like
didn't.
cracked his head or whatever.
Yep, he didn't say nothing. I think he said he fell or something, but he didn't blame me, and I didn't get in trouble. And I was like, "All right.
Dude, shout out Quaid,
Yeah.
man.
All right, thanks for not ratting me out, my friend, because that could have been bad."
Bro, yeah, Quaid's a good guy. I didn't talk to him at all in high school, bro. Like at all. I remember junior high we were like good friends though.
No, I always try to remember that I tried to get back in contact with a few people, and he would never hit me up.
He's like, I think he was super Mormon last time I checked. Like in high school he was like very Mormon.
Yeah, pretty sure that he went on a mission.
Yeah, I did too.
Did you? You do the
Yeah.
full 2 years?
Yeah, I
Where'd you go?
finished Argentina.
Nice. My cousin went there during COVID, right when COVID popped off.
Dude,
and so
that
then they
sucks.
sent her home and had her finish out in Texas the rest of her mission.
Yeah, that happened to a lot of people,
Yeah,
dude.
she had to
I'm
get
glad
home.
I went pre-COVID, dude. So, but I missed it by like a year.
Okay.
Thank the Lord, dude.
Thank
But
the Lord.
I mean, I came back and I don't really like believe in it, but like at the time I was like,
I was gonna say you
Super
didn't try
Mormon.
alcohol until you said you're 25.
yeah, 26.
Oh my god.
26 was the first sip I had of alcohol.
Wow.
I just realized. I mean, I think weed kind of helped me like realize things. Like that, my relationship with God was like more personal than it was like
Yeah.
denominational. I don't know, bro. We don't gotta get into it, but
You're
it's
good. I took a lot of acid, and that was
Yeah.
a hard one for me, growing up a Mormon kid,
yeah,
and then not being a Mormon kid.
yeah. Early,
Early at like 18,
yeah,
17, I was hardcore because I was blessed in the sacrament at 16.
yeah.
I was also dating the first counselor's daughter. She was a senior while I was a sophomore.
You
She was
dog.
18 and I was 15.
You're a dog.
I
That's
lost my
sick.
virginity to her.
Damn.
Yeah, we were sleeping together. We'd fuck before church, and then I'd show up at church and bless the sacrament,
Hell yeah, dude.
and be like, "Bless the sacrament," rip up that red. Oh, dude, it was bad.
Dude,
But
I bet that post-nut clarity hits when you're blessing the sacrament. You're just like, what am I doing?
yeah, hardcore.
Yeah.
But after that, I went through some religious trifles. Where
Yeah.
it was like, what the fuck do I believe in?
Mhm.
I took a lot of acid. Acid's my drug of choice.
Yeah.
I love acid.
I have a lot of friends that have done it. I've
And
heard a lot about it.
I like to think that God and Satan are the same dude.
Really?
It's just, he just has a temper. Why does it have to be two separate people?
That's interesting.
You know, my mom can be the nicest lady on the planet and the meanest lady I've ever met in my life. Same with
Yeah.
my dad. He can be the nicest dude ever and anybody's best friend, or he can be your worst nightmare.
Dude, that's...
Why can't God be the same way?
And he's
You know, to
theoretically our father.
Right? And he could be that dude that's like, yeah, okay, you're good. You can come hang out with the rest of the good kids. Or no, fuck you. You're going to go sit in timeout.
Or I'm going to destroy your
Yeah.
whole city.
Yep.
Like you did in the Bible
And that's
several
where it's
times.
like, why can't it be one dude? Why
That's
does it have to
interesting.
be two separate people?
Bro, that's like... Do you still like believe in God?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's where I feel comfortable is that
Yeah.
there's not a God and a Satan.
Mm,
It's just
they're the same
it's
people.
the same dude. He's just got a temper.
Dang, so
He can just get pissed. like the
theoretically
rest of
he'd
us.
be a flawed
Right?
being.
A flawed being, just
Yeah.
like the rest of us.
Yeah, we all apparently come from him. Like,
Yep. No, I just felt more comfortable with
Yeah.
that vibe.
That's
especially
interesting.
on acid and
Yeah.
having to really dive into it.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's crazy, man.
That's one that's always stuck with me for years.
I've had experiences like that on like weed where I like question all sorts of religion, but we don't gotta get into it. It's a lot going on.
Yeah,
But
freaking religion's a good one.
yeah, dude, there's a lot. There's a lot to unwind there, bro. I like went through like the last like year and a half. I like went through like a religious like, what do I believe? Because I feel like I've been like told what to believe my whole life.
Yep.
Like whatever Joseph Smith said, you gotta believe it. And I was like, dude, why, dude? He's just some guy from the 1800s.
That's
and
my
then
favorite one. I like to bust people on him.
it's
As
so
a-
easy to disprove.
It is, but like as
Yeah.
a father now,
Yeah.
there's no way in hell I would ever pull some man out of his house and tar and feather him in front of his family because he came and knocked at my door and was trying to preach.
No, he was
Something.
peeping. He was peeping kids.
Yeah. Now, if you touch my daughter,
Yeah.
I'll tar and feather you in your
Yeah.
front yard.
Yeah. In front of
In front
Anyone.
of everybody. I don't give a fuck.
yeah, dude.
But-
And dude, he was peeping kids.
Right. And that's where
Like-
it's like, just a Jehovah's Witness comes, knocks at your door, and is like, I want you to be this religion. You're not going to go beat that person
No,
up.
you're just gonna be like, I'm good, bro.
Yeah, see you later, you weirdo.
yeah.
But, no, for them to touch my child, I'll
Yeah.
tar and feather you.
Like your
in front
12-year-old?
yard. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You're getting tar
In fact-
poured on you.
Low key, he got off easy because I'll probably kill a motherfucker. Like,
exactly. That's
like-
where it's like, you're lucky you didn't die.
And
He
he
was
did.
also a genius at the same time.
Oh, he
in
is.
the
He's one of
sense
the-
that
he's brilliant.
that dude made so much freaking money. In
Money
that time.
and his like logic was so he thought 50 steps ahead of like, oh, if they disprove this, I got this. He had
this.
rebuttals for everything,
Yep.
dude. And he's a genius. Like
He
he wrote the
was.
Book of Mormon.
Yep.
He freestyled it.
Freestyle. Dude,
He wrote something that made
genius.
millions of people like feel something.
Hundreds of years later,
Yeah.
still going.
No, he's a genius. He's a creep. He's a pedo, but like
but
a liar. But he's a genius.
he's a
But
genius.
so was Hitler.
Right? So was Hitler in
Yeah.
his own way.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I could get into that forever, dude. There's like so many accounts of him like creeping on like little girls, and it's like I don't think God would like give someone like that the keys to like his religion.
No.
There's no way.
There's no way. I could see it being more somebody that doesn't want to be involved with anybody. You
Yeah.
know, they don't have necessarily a family or a wife. They're just kind of a solo person that's a
Yeah.
good person and likes everybody, but
At least morally sound.
at least morally sound.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. That's
Yeah.
a weird one. He's an interesting dude.
Yeah, dude. Brigham Young was also a creep.
Brigham Young was a freaking assassin.
Yeah, and
He was a
raging
murderer.
racist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
Brigham Young like
He did some shit to them Indians.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. I haven't got into Brigham Young. I know a lot about Joseph Smith. I know Joseph Smith killed 2 dudes. Brigham Young would kill Indians,
Oh yeah, that
Native
for
Americans.
fun. For fun. And then
Damn.
he was Joseph Smith's assassin. To where if somebody was a threat to the church, Brigham Young would kill them for Joseph Smith. He was
Damn.
his
Maybe
number
that's why he
one-
made him his
his
successor.
He was the dude. He was his right hand man. He was the trigger man.
Damn, dude. He was a shooter.
Yeah, he was a shooter. Dude, he went hard.
Damn, dude. Mormon shooters. That's crazy. I mean, I gotta look into Brigham Young.
Gangsters.
Yeah, real gangsters, dude.
Yep.
It's weird because it's really naive to think that they were like persecuted just because they were Mormon. Like they must have done some fuck shit.
Yeah, they were like a gang in
Yeah.
the sense that they were
Yeah.
fucking shit up. They were a gang. They were causing fucking havoc in the town, in the community.
Like
to where,
peeping on your daughters
Yeah.
and your wives.
right? I try to put myself in that
Yeah.
situation. If that was happening in today's world, yeah, I wouldn't be a part of that. I'd
Yeah.
be against them too. Get them fools
Yeah,
out of
dude.
here.
I'd probably be chasing them out
yeah,
too, dude.
get away from me. So, I don't know.
It's crazy, man. Because the narrative in my head my whole life was like, oh, because they were God's church, like Satan is always going to be like
Against them.
against them.
Yeah, and get these people to go against them.
But all it takes is just like a little bit of research, and you're like, oh no, they were on some shit.
Yep. Oh wow, maybe we've been lied to.
Yeah,
Yep.
man, that's crazy. It took me like 25 years to figure that shit out. Just because like I had my mission and I was holding dear to that, and like all these memories. I grew up very Mormon. In high school, I was pretty Mormon.
Right? I think I still would have been if I had stayed at Fremont.
Yeah.
I think I still would have been super LDS.
Your core group of friends probably would have been very LDS. They would have went on a mission.
You know.
They would have pushed you.
Bailey Anderson? Is that what that
Yes.
was? I dated her.
Bailey and wait.
She'd have been younger.
Oh, she was like kind of an emo kid, but not really. She was short.
Yep.
Like I remember her being
Yep.
hot.
Yep. We dated a few times. She would be my summer fling.
Yeah.
From like, I want to say 9th grade on until senior year.
Damn.
We would date like every
On
summer.
and off?
Yeah. Just because I'd be down here all the time in the summer.
Yeah.
And so we would hang out and date. And then school year would start and we'd break up.
Yeah.
And I'd date the girls up there. And
Yeah.
then, come back to summertime and I'd be down
summer
here.
fling.
She was my summer fling.
I remember
every
she
year.
like got with like a 21-year-old in like junior high or something.
Yep.
And everyone was like talking about it.
She was bad. She was a bad one. She was the second girl I ever slept with.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I remember her being hot. I remember in 7th grade I thought she was, or maybe 8th grade. I remember thinking she was really hot.
Yeah, she was cute. We got into lots of trouble. We used to, when I first got kicked out and I moved down here, we would spend every day together and we would have sex till I was raw.
Yeah,
It'd be like 10 times a day and like it was bad.
Dude,
was
how
bad.
did you not like impregnate her?
That is a good question. I don't know how I didn't impregnate girls my entire life.
Damn,
and
bro.
tell my wife. I have no idea.
That's
It
crazy.
probably should have happened.
Dude, that's so lucky.
Should have happened.
Dude, I know dudes that like return missionaries that just had sex like once and they got a girl pregnant.
Yep.
Damn.
Pull-out game is strong.
I think when you're a kid though, your like semen is weaker or something.
Could be.
I
They
don't know.
also say that marijuana will dilute it.
Really?
But I was high as shit every day when I got my wife pregnant. So
Yeah. That's
I
cap.
I don't think that one's true.
That's pure cap.
Yep.
That's crazy, man. But yeah, bro, we can wrap this thing up. Do you have any closing thoughts, any questions, any concerns?
Oh, man.
Religious ideologies?
What was your worst year if you had to pick from the beginning of kindergarten all the way till high school? What was your least favorite and your most favorite year?
Okay. Okay. See, all of elementary school and junior high was kind of a dark time for me because I was very outcasted. And I made up for it in high school. So in high school, I made a lot of really good friends. And I was really good in high school. It was a greatest time of my life. I peaked, bro. But like, I'm saying, yeah, dude, it was all, I kind of dissociated all of junior high and elementary because, like I said, it was really dark. I had friends here and there. Like, I made friends with you, and then we grew apart. And I made friends with, like, occasionally, like, Quay. I don't know. I'm trying to think. It was all dark, dude. The worst one, though, was probably 7th grade because that was the biggest combination of, like, my hormones and me being an outcast, like, kind of being rock bottom. So it's probably 7th grade.
Mine was 8th.
Yeah?
8th grade. Fucking hated 8th grade.
Why, dude?
Oh, it was probably that same. Just felt outcast.
Yeah.
Felt dark. Even if you go through my yearbook pictures and my 8th grade picture, I just looked sad and like just dark under
like depressed.
my eyes. I got greasy hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a bad time. It might have been a combo of the hormones and yeah, 8th grade sucked.
Everything, man. Like
everything. We also changed schools.
Yeah.
So we get
that's tough.
It's just 6th and 7th grade in one school.
Yeah.
And then that was middle school. And
That's
then you
weird.
go to junior high, which was 8th and 9th grade.
It's a weird
By
structure.
themselves. And then high school was 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you would go elementary 1 through 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Yeah.
and then 10, 11, 12.
That's such an interesting structure.
It was super weird.
It's chaotic.
Because you're either the bottom and the younger kid, or you're the oldest.
Yeah,
There
there's
was no middle ground.
Yeah.
Until high school. And then you got the juniors in there. But
8th grade was the worst.
8th grade was easily the worst. 8th grade was horrible, and I think 2nd grade might have been my favorite year of my life.
Dude,
2nd grade,
was lit.
Fucking awesome.
2nd grade was lit, dude. That was like I think my best elementary school and junior high year.
Yep, that was fantastic.
It was like Mr. Brown. It didn't even feel like I was going to school. It just felt like I was going there and I was with my grandpa.
Yep.
And like I was with.
Do you remember when my dad would pick me up? Do you remember that in his monster truck?
I think I do.
Dude,
Very
I remember
vaguely.
Everybody would freak out.
Very
They'd be like,
vaguely.
What is that? He'd pull up in that truck that I'd have to grab the floorboard and climb up the tire to even get in that thing.
Dude.
I remember the clout felt like it just skyrocketed when my dad would come pick me up. It was like, yeah, you guys thought I was cool. Check out my dad's truck.
That's lit.
Yeah, I remember that. It was badass.
Bro, had to walk my ass 2 miles home every day.
Oh God, you had to walk home.
And it was like a 2 mile walk.
Jesus.
It was a 2 mile walk. I lived just close enough where the buses couldn't take me.
Yeah.
But like the farthest you could without having like a bus take you. And my parents, bro, bless their hearts, but like they didn't ever pick me up. They were just like walk.
That's terrible.
Yeah, but I remember that. I remember being jealous of the kids that would just like get a ride home.
Yeah. That's like at the new elementary school. I remember when I went and hung out with Hunter. We would walk to his house because he lived just right there across the street.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, you live this close? I'm the last bus stop. I'm so far away. I was over by Smith and Edwards.
Damn.
So it was like, yeah, it was one of the last 2 kids on the bus.
Yeah, like near Willard.
Yep. I'd be right there by Willard. So I was on the outskirts.
Shit, dude.
Yep, I'd ride the bus home. It was like 45-minute ride.
I remember I took the bus home once to go to Caleb Corey's party. He would throw parties.
I remember Caleb Hunt.
Just Caleb Corey. Caleb Hunt was actually one of my best friends in high school.
Dude.
Him and I became really good friends.
Were you there that night when we went doorbell ditching for his birthday?
Caleb Hunt?
Yeah.
I remember there was Ryan Treese.
Yeah.
Ryan Treese. Yeah.
I came back.
It was Ian Budge was there.
Yep. I came back for that one. I think I had moved away.
Yeah.
And we were like 12.
Yeah.
And I came back down and I did his birthday party with him and we went and doorbell ditched.
I think it was you, me, Ian Budge, Caleb Hunt, Ryan Treese, and Hunter Miller, maybe?
Hunter might have been there.
Yeah.
Vaguely remember him being
I think
there.
Jake Pendergast was there too.
I think he was too.
I remember that.
Yep.
Dang, you just unlocked a weird. I remember Ian Budge. I thought he was gay. Great guy, but I remember I thought he was gay. I don't know.
I remember thinking he was a nerd and he was super smart.
Yeah.
Might have been the glasses and the way he dressed.
Yeah. He was a newer kid. I think he moved in like 3rd or 4th grade.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. That's crazy.
That was a good one.
I don't even know.
That was fun.
I had no business being there because I wasn't friends with like any of them. I think I was friends with Caleb.
I remember feeling weird because I was living up in Cache Valley and had come back and hung out and was like, I have new friends. These are my old friends. This is weird.
But like we're like going through puberty now.
Yeah. Now we're starting to get a little older.
Yeah.
Getting the priesthood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's trippy, man. Gosh, that unlocked a weird memory.
I remember the cops were coming around because someone called the cops on us.
Yeah.
In ditches.
Yeah. I remember Ian got bit by a dog or something. Or maybe it was Ian.
Got bit.
Someone got bit.
Someone got bit.
Yeah.
I think I got soaked. We were running and we went to jump a ditch and I missed. And I fell waist deep into a ditch.
Dang,
and I
dude.
think about that and I'm like, good thing I was 12. Because now as an adult, my pockets are full of my whole life.
Yeah, your
and
wallet.
If I fell in a ditch waist deep, I would be
12.
livid.
We had nothing in our pocket. We didn't have a phone. I didn't have a phone.
Yeah,
I didn't have a wallet.
I didn't have nothing in my
dude.
pockets. So getting waist deep in water was
interesting we brought that up, dude, because I hung out with Ryan Treese's little brother like 3 days ago.
Really?
Yeah, Coulter. I'm actually very close with him.
A lot.
I have a pod with him. My last episode before this one was with Coulter Treese.
Nice.
I need to get Ryan on there. I need to get Hunter on there.
Yes.
I need to get I need to do a pod with like 5 or 6 elementary school homies. I need to get like Hunter Miller. I need to get Chew on there. I need to get like Kobe.
Yes.
I need to get like Quaid. And we all just need to like
Who's the other one
drink
that played football a lot? Peyton Hall.
I'm still really good friends with him too.
Him and Kobe, I remember, took football serious.
Dude, Peyton was like,
and that was like during the Colts.
Yeah.
Right when the Colts were the champions, and he was always.
They were good at football.
He wanted to be Peyton Manning.
Because he was Peyton Hall.
Yep, he was Peyton Hall, and he'd always be like, "I'm Peyton Manning," and he'd go out there and be the quarterback. I remember playing in the snow.
Yeah.
I remember doing that. They took it so serious that it'd be 2 feet of snow, and they're still out there playing football.
They both played high school. No, Peyton didn't play high school, but Kobe played high school.
That surprises me.
No, Peyton.
I thought he would have played high school football.
Peyton stopped doing sports like 9th grade.
Huh.
Interesting. He still played. He played pickup with us, and he'd play, but he wasn't like that good.
Yeah. His
little brother's starting point guard for BYU right now.
Wow.
Down Hall. Like, it's cool, bro.
Yeah, that's badass.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna get everyone together and we'll just like have a beer and talk about elementary school. Because like there's stories that I didn't even know of. Like the story you said with your mom, I would have never like known that. That's so hilarious too.
Dude, that always cracked me up. My mom was like, "Nope, he's going to the white kid school."
And he brought home a Mexican kid.
Here's my Mexican best friend.
That's lit, dude.
30.
What was your best year then?
Best year probably would be 2nd grade or junior year.
Okay.
Second grade or junior year. Junior year, I avoided girls.
Yeah.
I had one girlfriend at the beginning of the year,
Hmm.
and that was it. It didn't last long.
Yeah.
The rest of junior year, I just played hard. That's when I got into drugs.
Yeah.
I played hard, skipped school every day. It was fantastic. That was
sounds
probably
fun.
one of the greatest years of my life.
Just pure fun. No responsibilities.
Pure fun, no responsibilities. Yeah, that was a good year. We got in a lot of trouble junior year. We went down in history at that school for our junior year.
Damn.
We would have kids years below us that didn't even go to school that knew stories about us
About, like,
and
the
my
fuck
friend
shit y'all would
group
do?
and yeah, what we would do.
Damn.
Yeah, it was badass. That was a good year. Senior year, we all tamed down, but we all split too. I got sent to a new high school. My friends all got split to new high schools, the college schools, where you go take college classes early.
Yeah.
So, yeah, senior year we all kind of split, but junior year was our last year all together.
Like last hoorah, kind of.
Yeah. We used to do this thing called jousting. So where you remember in the high school hallways where it's so cram packed that you're like shoulder to shoulder trying to get to your class.
Yeah.
And like going through people.
Yeah.
We'd have our two biggest friends. You know, they're short but just stocky 200-pound kids, and you'd sit on their backpack. So you're almost on their shoulders, but you're more on their backpack, holding that strap on their backpack.
Oh, it's like you're riding a horse.
Like you're riding a horse, and they would put their elbows out and run, and we'd be at like opposite ends of the hallway to where there's probably 200 people in between you.
Damn.
And we would just push people over and run at each other, and then try to like chicken fight with your other friend that's on top of their on their backpack.
Y'all were on some jackass.
Dude, some jackass shit.
Yeah.
We just fucking knock people out, hit them over. We didn't give a fuck. We called it jousting.
That sounds lit, dude.
Yeah. And we could do it like sign language, where you'd see your friend clear at the other end of the hallway and be like, "Yep, let's do it. Yep, let's do this."
Just plow some poor like sophomore girl over,
Plow these
trying to get to
little girls
seminary.
over. Yep, getting to the seminary and just boom, smash them over and go run and hit each other. Oh, dude,
Bro, that's so funny, dude.
Too much fun.
We would do something similar. I remember because Fremont was so crowded.
Yeah.
Me and my friend Dallin, Dallin Stanger, we'd get on the ground and like roll, like literally get in fetal position and roll.
Yeah.
And just like bowl, like literally bowling.
Yep.
And we'd bowl like across and just knock people over. It's so funny, dude. We got in really big trouble for it. I remember. Yep. But I was a student athlete, so I was like, all right, I can't hood rat.
Yeah.
You know, I had to be careful.
That was a nice thing about hockey is I didn't have to have a grade point average.
Yeah. And
it wasn't the school. I played with 3 different high schools, and we had girls on our team.
Mm.
We were all of Cache Valley. So there's 3 high schools up there, Skyview, Logan, and Mountain Crest. Yeah. And we had kids from every school to make one team. Because we didn't have enough kids.
And there was no GPA? Team.
No, because nobody would be able to play.
Yeah.
We're hockey players.
Yeah.
We're all like 1.5, 1 GPA. Ain't no 2.0.
Bro, that's sick, dude. I wish.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I wish I didn't have to have a GPA requirement because I struggled with school, man. I'd have a 2.0 minimum, and if you had a 2.3, you were like on probation.
Yep.
And that's what I was on. I was a 2.1, 2.3, 2.4, I think. So like my coaches were like, "Hey, you're not playing unless you get like a 2.6 or whatever."
Yep.
I don't know. I thought that was so stupid.
That was dumb. I hated that. So I was glad that hockey didn't require that. They didn't care. My mom would try to enforce it. My mom would be like, "You have to have a 2.0 to play," and I'd be like, "No, your coach is gonna play me.
Yeah,
it's not up to you."
Yeah, dude. Was it? Yeah, man.
But yeah, it was co-ed. That was super fun. We had girls on the team. We'd play against other teams with girls.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was super badass time.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah. We went over the worst and the best years.
Right.
All of high school to me was the best. Or second grade. Because
It's mind-blowing. So like 18, 19, you was going on a mission.
Yeah, dude. I went on a mission in
So I call that my mission to space.
Yeah, because of drugs?
Yep. I lived over here in this end house. It's the oldest house here on the property. It was put there in 1940.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a temporary home while my great-great-grandparents built this home, and it just never got torn down. It doesn't have a foundation. It was brought here on a semi-truck and set down there. They built it at like a high school, like a college class that teaches you how to build homes.
Yeah.
And they brought it here. So it was just super cheap. It's still there. It's old.
And you just lived there and...
So my grandparents charged me $250 month rent for a whole house.
That's
where
lit.
My mom charged me $200 for half a room.
For half a room.
So yeah, that was badass. I had my own house, at 18. Cheap ass red.
That's
And,
lit, dude.
It was badass.
That's
We would
also like
have-
a lot of opportunity to do some fuck shit.
Oh yeah, we had parties from Thursday night that lasted till Sunday night.
Yeah, dude.
And just like these people that I wouldn't know would sleep at my house Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night.
And your grandma was cool with that? Like, you guys didn't know.
I mean, they weren't necessarily cool with it, but they put up with it because they were
You're an
also
adult.
party people. This is my not Mormon family.
Yeah.
So that was nice. They just kind of didn't care, but would tell me to calm down.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I kept going hard. But it got worse. We got into acid first. Acid and mushrooms.
Yeah.
All the time, which was great. But then soon after, we got into meth.
Oh, shit.
We got into hard drugs for a minute there. And the way of it was the weed dealer. He was like, I'm also selling meth.
He was like, fuck it.
I can't. He's like, my parents get mad because he lived at home. So my parents get mad when I'm doing drugs at home. So if you guys let me do drugs here at your house, I'll give you drugs for free.
Damn.
So it was like, damn, okay. So he would bring his girl and his 3 kids.
Oh, shit.
Yep. He would bring his girl and his 3 kids. I watched his 2-year-old grab our bong off the table and hit it.
Oh, my God.
I was like, that's not my kid.
It's not
I don't know what to do. You know, like,
you can't be like, don't do
no,
that.
Yeah, because the mom is sitting right there.
And they're probably tripping, and they might like get mad at that or some shit. He hit the bong, dude.
It sat on the floor. The bong was so big, it was taller than him.
Yeah.
So this bong, you would have to have your friend light it.
Yeah.
You can't reach, and there was some smoke left in there after somebody had hit it, and that kid ran up and was like, and took off running, laughing.
Holy shit, dude.
4 kids, but I remember that well. Yeah, we got into some hard drugs there for a minute.
Yeah.
Probably about 8 months, I was doing lots of meth.
Damn.
Lots of meth and cocaine.
That's hard to get off. Like,
luckily, the girl that I chased after. So when I first moved up there, I don't think we went to school together yet. Nope, we didn't. So it wasn't until high school. First year, no, it was junior high. So 8th grade. 8th grade, there was this girl, Corey, and I was drop dead in love with her.
Yeah.
Drop dead in love with her. I would date her friends so I could hang out with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it was bad.
You just
and I was
there,
just friend zoned. She friend zoned me from the beginning. I was in the friend zone for 5 years and made it out.
Oh yeah?
Fucking made it
That's
out.
lit. Dude,
and it wasn't until about that time that we were partying hard and just hundreds of people in a little house like this.
Yeah.
Teeny, but it's just crowded.
Everyone's high.
Everyone's high, partying, drinking, and she would come over to the parties, and I finally got her to date me, and she found a meth pipe in the bathroom.
Was she not about it?
She knew what it was because her parents were druggies.
Oh,
and
shit.
She was a firstborn American. Her parents were from Germany, and born in Germany and raised in Germany until they were like 16, and then moved here. Her mom went through the NWA and Ice Cube and Tupac in California as a 16-year-old bartender.
Damn.
Yeah, like she watched Tupac perform. She saw Ice Cube perform.
She knows that street life.
Yeah, before people even knew who Ice Cube was, she watched him perform. And that was like something that she took hard. That was like, she grew up in that.
Was she mad?
So, yeah, she still to this day wears Tupac shirts. And like, yep, she loves Tupac to death.
I do too.
Yep.
I love Pac.
She's hardcore. But that's where her daughter was raised hardcore. She was raised in like a biker bar. And just for the time she was 2 years old, she was at a bar. So it was like the opposite of me, being raised
Plain
in
City
church
kid.
and being raised in Mormon life. And so we were full opposites. But she knew what a meth pipe was, and she busted me. But I got clean for her.
That's
like,
actually
all right,
sick.
If we have to keep dating and I have to get clean, deal. I will get clean for you. So we stopped partying. We quit. We shut it down. I remember well how weird it was going home because there was always somebody at my house. Always. The door was always unlocked for like 2 years. You go home and there's somebody there.
Yeah.
If it's your roommates or random strangers that are doing drugs on your table, it didn't matter. There's always somebody.
You just had a trap house.
Yep, it was. I ran a trap house.
Damn.
Yeah. And so I tell people that. They're like, what's a trap house? I'm like, no, it's bad.
Yeah.
But I walked in one day after work and there was nobody home. I had the house to myself. And I remember tripping out and being
so weirded out that I had to like go down to my grandma's house to have people around me
Yeah.
because it was so weird being home alone for the
Yeah.
first time in like 2 years.
There's always somebody in there.
Yep.
That's a crazy memory though. It's like also fun.
It was a good one, but it was.
But I could see it getting
weird.
dark.
Yeah, it got dark fast.
Yeah.
It got dark real fast. It got out of control real fast. The weed dealer was okay. He really wasn't bad. It was the people that he got his drugs from that were bad. And they'd come over and it was
I mean, there's some sketchy people, dude.
Super sketch.
Like people are willing to like hurt people type shit.
So one night I took that girl home. She lived in Cache Valley and I took her home and my 2 roommates were here. My one buddy actually lives right here still. They were both in the house and I came home and I wasn't supposed to come home.
Yeah.
I was supposed to stay with her. I can't remember why I dropped her off, but I did.
Yeah.
Came home at like 11:30 at night. My door's locked. The door's never locked. So I'm shaking it, pissed. I think they're passed out. They're probably drunk asleep. They ain't getting up, you know?
Yeah.
I know the back door doesn't lock. The back door doesn't have a locking mechanism.
Yeah.
So I go to the back. They have a chair propped underneath the door to keep it closed. And I'm like, what the fuck?
What are they doing?
So I kicked the door in. I drop kicked that door. The chair slid across the kitchen, hit the stove. The stove fell open. Like, it was loud. I busted in there. And luckily I said something. Luckily I walked in and said, what the fuck is going on? And they pop out around the corner with baseball bats and guns. And are like, dude, we thought you were the tweaker dude, Bird, coming to rob us. Because this dude knew that we had thousands of dollars and thousands of dollars of drugs in that house.
A tweaker named Bird?
Bird. He was the dealer's dealer. You know,
That's
he was
terrifying,
the supplier.
dude.
Yeah. We thought that they thought the supplier was coming to rob them. And
they were going to shoot his ass.
They were going to blast him and beat his ass. And they thought that it was me, that I was Bird. And
oh,
so
shit.
luckily I had said
bro.
something, or I would have walked around that corner and gotten a baseball bat to the face.
Or a bullet to the chest.
Yep, or a bullet to the chest. And so they were like in tears. They were both like
they were scared.
19 years old. And they're in tears. Like,
yeah, probably they're kids.
We thought you were Bird. Oh my God. It was, wow.
Yeah, they're children.
That was about the end of that era to where we were like, all right, maybe we've gone too far.
Yeah.
Maybe we should come back to reality.
Yeah. You are deep with the wrong people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Deep with the wrong people. So I ended up cleaning that house up. Me and that girl moved in next door, that yellow house over here. We moved into there.
Yeah.
And we lived together for like 3 years. And then one day she left.
She just left?
She just left. We got in a big argument. She told me she was going to a girls' night. And she went to girls' nights all the time. I didn't care. That's my thing with, I have lots of friends.
Yeah.
And they come over and I go over. And every relationship I've ever been in, it's a problem. Because girls don't have friends like that.
They don't.
And they hate that I have these friends. That,
it's insecurity.
Yeah, and they come over, like, it'll be random. I get the phone calls that are like, hey, are you home? Can I come stop by and drink a beer? Hey, can I come smoke some weed, you know? And so,
you're like, hell yeah.
And it's kind of, it's getting there. We're bringing it back. Since I had the kid, I don't get it as much. And so I have to, like, force them. I'm like, you can still come over. Like, it's okay. Don't
They probably feel
out.
apprehensive
for
the
like,
kid.
I don't want to, like,
intrude.
And it's like, no, it's fine. The kid will get used to it.
You want her to grow up with like uncles and like
she'll grow with it. It'll be fine. So come over. So they're starting to now again.
Yeah.
But back then it was a lot. They would come over all the time, and then those parties turned into gangster trap house parties.
Yeah, in Ogden.
Yeah. To then it was like white class, horseshoes, campfire.
Oh, okay.
Just drinking and smoking some weed. You know, a lot more.
It's more wholesome.
Wholesome partying, and that's kind of what we've kept it for the last few years.
Maybe someone gets drunk, but it's just like fun drunk.
Right. Someone might black out here and there, but it's not that big of a deal where we're not doing hard drugs.
Yeah, you're not blacking out on meth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, clean date's my buddy's birthday, April 15th, and I did more
drugs
that day. I'm 8 years clean from meth this year.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Yep. That's congrats, man. That's really big.
That was, I have pictures of that night. We had dinner plates.
Yeah.
And we filled it with meth and cocaine and just mixed them together.
Did you like know that like that was going to be your last time?
Yep. We made that. So me and my buddy had actually quit a week before.
Mm-hmm.
We quit 7 days before that. And then his birthday came up and he was like, bro, I'm planning a big party and I want to do some shit. And it was like, all right, I'll relapse for you.
Yeah.
but this is my last time. This is it. And he's like, that was a kid that just got married too. That I was
Yeah.
the best man. And so yeah, we did. We went hard, and there was dinner plates with Coke and meth mixed, and we would just pass it out to people just all night long. And I think that was the closest I ever got to overdosing.
Yeah.
I remember thinking, if I go to sleep, I'm not gonna wake up.
Shit.
And so I just stayed awake for like 3 days.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude.
The longest I did, this one's fun. I saw an experiment Hitler did on, Hitler created meth, right?
Yeah.
So it's a super soldier drug.
Yeah, it was meant to go the Nazis so they'd be like invincible.
Yeah. Oh, it fucking is so true. It's a super soldier drug. That is for sure.
Do you feel like you just can't
There's
die?
no fear. You have
Yeah.
none. You feel like Superman. You feel bulletproof.
Yeah.
So where someone could shoot you and you're like,
We're still fighting.
what?
Yeah.
And I mean, that was a good part in the sense of talking to girls.
Oh, you probably felt invincible. That's like what alcohol kind of is a little bit.
A little bit, but there's still alcohol. You're sloppy.
Yeah.
Alcohol, you lose a lot of your vocabulary. Meth almost makes you smarter.
Really?
In the sense that you're wittier. You're
like
better.
accesses your brain
It
differently.
makes you almost a better human being in the beginning.
Really?
The long-term effects of meth are bad, and they get worse and worse. But in the beginning, it is incredible. You are a superhuman.
You're an upgraded person.
You're an upgraded person.
Damn, dude.
And so that's where it's so addictive, is because
you want to be that version of yourself.
Yeah, it's the best version of yourself that you can be. And it just fucking got crazy out of control, but fast. But it was
interesting.
Fun.
That's fascinating, though, because it's interesting the different effects different drugs have. Because I've only done weed and alcohol. That's it.
Good, man. My buddy brought this kid over the other day. I found out he's only 20. And he's like, yeah, this dude asked me if I wanted cocaine. I've never met somebody who had cocaine. And I was like, I had over $800 of cocaine at my wedding.
Y'all did a line?
Went hard. But anyways, that experiment. Hitler did an experiment. After 10 days of meth, staying awake for 10 days, your brain actually completely is gone. And you will never come back to normal.
After 10 days?
Yep, people are fully insane, like schizophrenic.
Just going to pure psychosis.
Yep, you're gone forever, and you will not come back.
I did hear there's a point of no return with staying awake, where it like permanently alters your brain chemistry where you can't fix it.
5 days.
It's 5, dude. You were close.
I did 8.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
I did 8 one time.
But on meth.
8 days on meth.
Damn, dude.
Day
Do you
3,
still feel like it like messed you up?
Yeah, definitely. Day 3, you see things.
Yeah.
Day 5, they start talking to you. And then about day 6 or 7, you can feel them.
Shit.
So it's like not only, day 3, there's a shadow person sitting next to you.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is weird. But then day 5, that shadow person starts talking. And it's usually not good things.
Yeah.
And then about day 6 and
you
7,
can physically feel them.
You can physically feel them when they reach over and touch you, or if they choke you out, or hit you, or grab you. You can feel it like it's actually happening.
Holy shit,
but in
dude.
your mind, you know they're not really there. That it's not a real person. It's something else.
That's fucked, dude.
Something that's there that's not, and it scared the bejesus out of me.
Yeah,
to where I had to go to sleep. We were having a bet. It was a bet between homies who can stay awake the longest.
And your other homie also made it 8 days?
No, I won by 2 days.
Oh, why'd you keep going? Just pride?
Clout, man. I had to keep going.
You were chasing that elementary school clout, dude.
Chasing it. And yeah, that was scary. That was probably one of the scariest moments that I ever had on drugs.
Damn, dude.
It was a lot.
Yeah, I've had scary moments on weed, but nothing compared to that. Like, dude, that's insane, dude. I remember one time I took an edible, and I took a little too much. And I know I took a little too much because I, couldn't choose what words were coming out of my mouth. And I feel like I was watching my body, and I was watching, a sin.
Yeah.
And I remember my friend, the same friend that we would roll down the halls and, play bowling, human bowling with. Him and I also got high, and we had these girls over. And for some reason, the weed painted a narrative in my brain that I fully believed that he was trying to kill me.
Oh, God. Yep.
And it wasn't even real.
No.
He was not. We talked about it after. He was like, bro, I was not trying to kill you.
No.
But which I know, I've known him for years, but I believed it. I 100% believed, I fell into this narrative that Down was trying to kill me and these girls I was with. So the whole time, dude, I was in fight or flight trying to protect these girls. Whenever Down would come in the same room as us, I'd like jump in front of him and he'd be like, "Are you okay?" Like, I can't tell him that I think because then he'll know.
Because he'll know.
So I was just like, "No, everything's good, bro." And then like I remember the girls were on the phone. Our friend Logan, they went to Beto's to get burritos. They were talking to him, and I thought they were talking in code. They're just like, "Can you hurry with the burritos?" Like, and I thought they were scared, but really they were just hungry. And dude, it was so scary, bro. I would like be next to the knives in the kitchen and like, this motherfucker's not killing me.
He ain't killing me today.
It was scary, bro. I literally thought he was trying to kill me.
My friend had a moment like that, but we were on Adderall.
Yeah.
You ever done Adderall?
I'm prescribed Adderall.
Okay, so is my wife.
Yeah, I've never done it though, but I can.
I like to put it up my nose.
Yeah.
I have an addiction. I like to smoke things, but
Yeah.
truly, if anybody hands me any drug and it can go up my nose, it's going up my nose. It's
Damn,
my
bro.
favorite. I love sugar candy. Man.
It probably just hits you harder.
It does. Hits you harder and faster. We took a bunch of Adderall. We were big longboarders. We longboarded a lot when I lived down here. Like, that was my buddy's daily routine.
Yeah.
We would do 10 miles a day after work. We would meet at this place after
Damn.
work.
On
and
Adderall?
Just usually sober. Or
Yeah.
we'd drink beer.
Yeah.
You know, we'd drink beer. We'd save the Adderall for, like, trips. So, like, my 19th birthday, we went down to Park City,
Yeah.
and we longboarded all night long. We got there at midnight. This was cool. I got there at midnight, walked into a gas station, bought my first pack of cigarettes as a 19-year-old. Because at
damn.
18, I'd been driving to Idaho because I can get cigarettes at 18.
Yeah.
And I would buy them in Idaho, buy like 3 or 4 packs to survive. So then when I turned 19, I was like,
You can do it yourself.
finally buy it here in Utah. So
Yeah.
I bought my first pack in Park City. The dude was like, I'm like, dude, I turned 19 3 minutes ago. I guess it was 12:03.
Yeah.
I'm 19. He was like, whatever. And he's like,
Yeah.
normally I'm supposed to wait till tomorrow. You're supposed to be a
Oh.
full day of 19, but I don't even
Dumb
care.
law.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
I don't even care. Here. Gave them to me. We spent that whole night. Have you ever been to Park City on that hill? It's just like the city itself is
Yeah.
a hill.
Yeah, it's like a Christmassy looking
Yeah.
with the shops.
Yep. So
Yeah.
we would start at the top, and we would longboard down to the bottom, and it'd take you about 20 minutes. And then we would longboard back to the top, and it'd take 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then we'd longboard back to the bottom. We did it 3 times.
Damn. I bet the climb up sucked though.
And it sucked, but we were so drunk and on Adderall and just having so much fun.
Yeah, it
that
was fun.
It was worth it. Everybody passed out on the way home. I'm driving just after no sleep and had
Damn.
to drive all the way home. But that when we got back, my buddy, we were just sitting there talking. We're just smoking weed, talking. There's 3 of us on the porch,
Yeah.
and he's all, "You guys are plotting against me." We were talking about going to college. We were like,
Yeah.
"Man, we all fucking suck. We should go to college and like do something with our lives." You know,
Yeah.
we're 19. It was like that.
And y'all were all Adderalled up.
Yeah, we're all Adderalled up, smoking some weed, and it was like, maybe we should quit doing this and go to college and go pursue something.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, he's like, you guys are plotting against me. You guys are plotting against me. You guys are going to try to kill me. I'm out of here. Fuck this.
He's
And he,
tweaking.
Like, got in his truck and left. And,
Fully tweaking.
Yeah, just fully had a moment. We still give him shit for it.
Yeah.
He's like, I know you guys weren't. I'm sorry. I don't know what in his own head he took it the wrong
drugs,
way. And,
dude.
Yep. Drugs are bad.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
I've had a couple bad experiences on weed, bro.
So I love bad trips, and my friends hate this.
Really?
They all know. I learn more about myself on a bad trip than you do on a good trip. You're like, that was fun. I enjoyed it. But what did you learn?
Interesting.
Nothing. You didn't
Yeah,
learn
you
shit.
just had fun.
You just had fun. Bad trips will teach you something about yourself.
Yeah.
Especially insecurities.
Oh, for sure.
Problems that you're having with yourself. Things that you need to change. Like I used to lie a lot. Like I was just lie to lie. Like if I was talking, I was lying. You know? Anything that came out of my mouth was a lie. And it became so hard to follow those lies and keep up on them that you would lose it. You know, you'd forget what your lies were.
Yeah.
So I had an acid trip that was like, look, just be honest. Be honest, and you can keep track of your stories, and you can keep track of life and these things rather than telling a lie, and then 2 years later someone asks you about that lie, and you don't remember the lie because it didn't actually happen.
Yeah.
And so now they've busted you because you can't tell the exact same story 2 years later.
Yeah, it always catches up to you,
It
bro.
will catch up to you. And so it was finally an acid trip that pulled me out of that. A bad acid trip that really gave me that just be honest all the time, and
Yeah.
life is easier. And it has
Damn.
been ever since.
Yeah.
Ever since I've just been fully, like, bluntly honest.
Well, sometimes they can teach you things, bro.
Dude, and I love the bad trip for that.
Really,
Love
dude.
to have that scary,
Is it like almost going to a haunted house type thing?
almost, but I hate
Yeah.
haunted houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more of a haunted
Interesting.
house in your own brain.
Wow.
And I feel like I come out a better person rather than just coming out
Oh,
having fun.
you like it because you think it betters you, not
Yep.
because you like being scared.
No, I don't like being scared. I like the feeling like
'Cause
a better person
I have a homie
after.
that would like take a bunch of mushrooms and then watch like a horror movie with like heavy metal blasting because you'd want to give himself like a bad trip.
That-
And
I do
he
that
like
too. Yeah.
enjoyed it.
I enjoy that.
That's
Yep.
nuts, dude.
So one of my favorite things to listen to, my dad showed me this. They used to, because acid's the easiest drug to get in prison or jail. Did you know that?
Really?
They put it on the back of the stamp, on the envelope.
Why?
So you just take the stamp, you drip LSD on it,
Yeah.
put the stamp on the envelope, send it to them. The cops rip that stuff open, look through the entire envelope, give you your mail,
Yeah.
and you just suck the stamp off, and you're tripping balls. It's the easiest drug to get because the cops can have it in their hands and not know that it's there.
Damn.
So LSD is everywhere in prison.
Yeah.
And so his buddies would do it all the time, and they had MP3 players, and he had this song on there. Do you remember the chimpanzee that was like the Coke chimpanzee, and it ripped that lady's face off?
Yes. Yes.
It's that 911 phone call
Oh.
put to heavy metal music.
Dude.
That
Damn.
is one of my favorite things to listen to
Holy
on
shit.
acid or mushrooms. You can just feel that lady where she was at.
But like, what's
watching
the
her-
appeal? Like, what?
The appeal is that, have you ever watched someone die and know what it feels like? Because I don't. But I can feel it through her, through that song.
That's fucked, dude. I mean, I lived in Argentina for 2 years, so I've seen some shit, dude. But I got some stories, man.
Yeah, how was that? Did you enjoy your mission?
Yes,
You made it the whole time.
I did. I made it the whole time. My bishop didn't think I would. I did.
Did you question the most when you were out there, or was it when you got back?
No, because they brainwash you very well. They don't let you. So you're always busy.
Yeah.
Like, I think in my 2 years, I maybe had like a total of an hour of like sitting. It was like I was either preaching or studying, or dude, like you were constantly busy. So you don't have time to really think. You don't have time to like question anything.
Yeah.
You're just on go for 2 years. Even on P Day, you only get like 4 hours on P Day. People don't talk about that. It's like P Day isn't really P Day. It's like half a P Day. But
It's like a recess break.
bro, my biggest stressor there was probably the safety. Like I've been held at gunpoint. I've been like shot at.
Yep.
I've
Yep.
been like almost shanked. I've been jumped, like beat up.
Yep.
Um,
I had that all happen in my house.
yeah,
My
dude.
own house. it, wasn't,
Shit.
it wasn't in another country. It was here in
Just
Ogden,
here in
my
O-Town.
own house.
Dude,
Yep.
I think that's why like hood shit doesn't really scare me. Like we were in Salt Lake the other day, and we were with like a bunch of girls. There's this tweaker.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill everybody. He's like
Yeah.
tweaking out. He's like running around, and everyone was scared. And I was like, dude, I did this for 2 years.
Yep,
Like,
this is normal.
yeah, this is normal shit. But yeah, dude, yeah, that's crazy how we kind of like both went through like. So I'm scratching my eyes. I get like bad allergies with cats.
Oh, my bad.
But no, you're good. It's not your fault, bro. It's interesting. Like you had all this hood rat shit happen here in your house, while I had it in Argentina.
Right.
But it's like complete opposite, like Mormon cookie cutter shit, and then like all drugs. And that's crazy, man. I could have got shanked. I could have got shot, and you could have too. And we were
Yep.
doing opposite things.
Opposite, complete opposites. That's why I call it my mission to space.
Yeah,
I went on a mission, but I
And you
was
probably
in
learned a lot
space.
because like drugs can teach you shit, dude.
Yeah, we learned a lot about ourselves, a lot about how drugs work, and that was so. My buddy's bachelor party, that one I just went to, and I was his best man. He asked me, he's like, "What are your thoughts on doing drugs before the wedding?" He wanted to do mushrooms the night before. My best man, our really good friend, lives in Montana,
Yeah.
and so he has to travel to come. So we were going to do the bachelor party the day before for him, so
Yeah.
he could just come down. We could do the party and then have the wedding the next day.
Yeah.
He was like, "What do you think about doing mushrooms the day before?" And I'm like, "Man, that's if I could go back in time to my wedding, I would wait till the photographers left
To do
before I
mushrooms.
did cocaine."
Oh, 'cause you do look coked out, and the
We did the ceremony, and my mom asked. My mom was like, "Please be sober during the ceremony." I had a beer and I smoked a little weed, but I was
Yeah.
for the most part coherent and
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And I did the ceremony, But then my wife went and got changed, and we were going to do like the reception. And we had a party up here and down at my grandma's. And so everybody came up here. And while she was getting in her different dress to do a dance, and I knew that it was my opportunity to go do some coke. And so I ran up in here and I did a full plate. Across the dinner plate, one giant line, and went back out there. And I was okay. I felt like I handled myself good, especially with so much alcohol and stuff. It was so hard to try to do a Mormon party with alcohol.
Yeah.
I had the yard split in half. I had one half of the yard that had alcoholic beverages, and the other half of the yard had soda and water and stuff.
Yeah.
And I had probably it was in October, so I had 8 fires going. We just had fire pits everywhere. So the Mormons could still feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And we could still keep them. I didn't want to
make them uncomfortable.
And be like, fuck you, we're partying. But at the same time, I wanted those people to be able to party.
Yeah, it's hard to manage.
It was a lot, but we did it well.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was okay. I felt like the one girl, that I was her man of honor. That was my first one. I was a man of honor instead of a maid of honor.
Oh, that's interesting.
I was her man of honor. She dated a lot of my friends, and a lot of my friends still don't talk to each other because of her, because they both had crushes on her.
Oh, she was that homie.
Yeah, and then, she'd date this dude, and then break up with him and date this dude, and break up and date this dude. And so she dated a lot of my friends.
Yeah.
So immediately I was like, we're never going to date.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be a part of that. So I'm just going to be your homie. So as she went through them, we just stayed friends. And that senior year, when I went to a different school, me and her went to school together. And we became really close. Yeah. Like, the teachers thought we were dating. The teachers would be like, where's your girlfriend?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm single. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean my friend? Yeah, we're friends.
Yeah.
So I was her man of honor. She gave me, I swear to God, it was a cup of vodka. There was nothing else in there. It was just a full solo cup of vodka. She's like, here, I made you this drink. I was like, I drank that whole thing. But I think everybody thought I was drunk. So I kind of got away with it. But in the pictures, I can tell I'm like, my eyes are this big and I'm all gritting my teeth. It's like just coked out. And yeah, I wish I would have left or waited for the photographers to leave. And then I could have done hard drugs.
Yeah.
So I told him that. And he's like, all right, good to know. So bachelor party, we're going to go take these razors and go up in the mountains and camp. And probably just come home that night.
Yeah.
I was like, cool, sounds good. Sounds like fun. Drink some beers. We get up there and he has gummy mushrooms. I'm like, you fucking dick.
Terrifying, dude.
You fucking dick. You said we weren't doing drugs. First of all, we are not 18
anymore. You can't say no.
Yeah, I can't say no. But we're not 18 anymore. And he got his little brother just got back from a mission.
Oh.
And he is straight-laced as you can be. Extremely good little Mormon boy.
Yeah.
And he did a...
Damn.
He's never smoked weed. He's never drank alcohol.
And he did mushrooms as his first drug?
These mushroom gummies.
Did he? Yep. Was he okay?
He was okay. He did good. He did really good. We had to kind of show him like
the ropes a little bit in
the sense that he'd get distracted on work and get real negative.
Yeah.
And I like that negative route.
Yeah.
I'll jump on board.
That's interesting.
Where my friends know that well, and so when he would start talking about it,
you'd egg him on.
They would all look at me and be like, "Don't fucking do it." We're trying to bring him back up to the positive side, and I'm the only one that's going to encourage that negative route.
You enjoy bad trips.
Yep. And so instead of looking at him and being like, hey, bro, like, let's talk about something positive, all of my friends would look at me and be like, don't fucking egg him on. Do not push this. And I'd have to
he's
say
like a baby.
Yeah, but I'd be like, I won't. It's his first time. I'm not going to hurt him. I'll let him do his thing. We can have fun. Glow sticks, whoop-de-doo. But it was fun, other than he said,
crazy.
I wanted it to be like high school. That's what he said. I wanted it to be like high school. And I was like, what, just live off what's in our fucking pockets? We didn't have chairs. We didn't have water. It's like, bro, I'm 28 years old now. Yeah. I'm a dad. I need a goddamn chair, and I need some water. Okay? We can't just do drugs like when we were 18 and just live off of air.
Yeah,
it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, man.
We had beer. We had cases of beer, and I don't like to drink when I'm on hallucinogens. Yeah. But my mouth had such bad cotton mouth that I was drinking the beer, swishing it in my mouth, and spitting it out. Like, that's how it was.
Just to have liquid in there.
Just to have some liquid, just to give me something, and it was pretty miserable, but it was fun.
Yeah. I'm scared to do mushrooms, man. I've had plenty of opportunities, but I don't know, man. I'm not ready to face my demons yet. Maybe one day I will. It's
really not too bad. They're usually not as bad as you think.
Yeah.
especially if you just take a low dose.
Yeah, I'd microdose.
Yeah, there's nothing too bad about it. Now, acid's a different story. Acid's like, hold on to your balls.
But
Good fucking luck.
hold on to your balls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
dude.
going deep, and there's no controlling acid. Acid takes you where it wants to go.
Yeah.
Where mushrooms you can control. It's all mental. And me and my buddy experimented hard. We
Yeah.
were taking it a lot, and we had the dude I was just his best man for. He was my guinea pig,
Yeah.
and we wouldn't tell him, and we would fuck with him. And we discovered that the mind has more power than you could ever imagine.
Damn.
In the sense that you can influence people without saying anything, just with your vibe.
Bro, have you ever
know?
had like a telepathic experience on drugs?
Yep.
I've had one.
Yep. We would sit there and communicate without saying
talking.
anything, and then make him do things without saying anything. He
Damn.
would randomly be like, I don't know why, but I want to fucking punch something right now.
Just pure telekinesis.
And me and him both would be sending the most evil, mad vibes you could, because anger's easy. Anger's
Yeah.
an easy one. Everybody's triggered. And so, yeah, we would just think mean thoughts.
And, like,
you
send
know,
it to him?
And then just send it to him. And just put it out in
Damn.
the open. And then watch him pick it up without realizing he's picking it up and become that vibe.
Wow.
And so then you could do it with anything. We could do it with happy. We could make people cry. And then we started at those parties, the trap house parties. We would be on acid. We wouldn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
We'd just take acid secretly, and then we'd pick someone. That dude there. We're going to make him cry.
That was almost like a superpower.
It was like a superpower. We wouldn't even say, I wouldn't even talk to that dude. He'd be on the other side of the room, and my buddy'd be over here, and I'd be over here. And he would be putting off that vibe of his adopted dad dying at 16 and just how sad it made him and that hard time in his life. And he would put that vibe out, and I would put like my dad going to prison and having that big change in my life and how hard and stressful that was and sad. And we would just
Send
from
it.
opposite sides of the room send it. And we got to the point, rather than it being a room vibe, because you could put out just a room vibe and have everybody feel it, which is a little bit more mellow,
Yeah.
or you could pick someone and send just them that vibe. And
Damn.
nobody else in the room is getting it but that person.
It's like concentrated.
And we would make that person cry. They
Damn.
would just start crying randomly. They'd be like, I don't know why I'm crying. Oh my God. It just, yeah. It was
Wow.
insane.
That's intense, bro.
How much power we realized that you had on these drugs. But then we found out that you still have that power when you're not on acid and when you're not on mushrooms. You still have it. It's just harder to feel.
It's harder to tap into.
It's harder to tap into. It's harder to recognize. But we could still do it. Then we could do it sober. We could
Yeah.
be sober and do the same thing and make people cry. We'd go to restaurants and pick someone at another table and make that person cry. We could
Damn.
make them rage. We could make people freak out and storm out of that
You
restaurant.
think it could work like you could also like make them like happy?
Yeah, you could make them happy. You could change someone's whole day and make them smile, make them
Yeah.
happy. Now, happiness is a hard one.
Yeah.
Happiness is a
It's
tough
interesting how happiness is the hardest one.
one. Yep, it's one of the toughest ones in the sense that I feel like everybody feels happiness differently. It's something that it's not the same. Where anger's the same for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, anger and sadness they're blocked.
We're quick to feel anger,
emotions.
but we're very slow to feel happiness.
Yep, and happiness is a tough one. Some people like
Interesting.
things. Some people like time.
Some people are psychos and like don't feel sad or happy ever.
Yep, and it's a tough one to get, but you can
Yeah.
get it, and we got people to be happy too.
Yeah.
But it was fun to explore
man.
that realm, and so we took it deep. We went a
Yeah.
little too deep, and that's a lot of the friends that I do drugs with are like, stop,
Yeah.
no more. You're not, no,
Bro-
not gonna be your guinea pig.
I have a question. So you're obviously very pro like weed and like alcohol or whatever. I've had this predicament like with my kid, and you have a kid. If she's ever like 16 or 15 one day, she's like, hey, like I smoked weed.
Gonna do it in my house.
Yeah. Would you let her, but you'd be like, you have to do it here?
Yep. So that was how I did it with my little sister. She
Mm.
was 15 when I had that trap house,
Mm-mm.
and I would let her come over and party, and I showed her how to party safely.
Yeah.
And I knew if I had my eyes
Willow.
on her, yep. I knew if I had my eyes on her, and I'd let her bring friends. She
Yeah.
could bring friends. We had hats and like the, you know how the brides wear those sashes?
Yeah.
We'd have sashes that said, "I'm not 18."
Oh, just to be
And
safe.
I'm a minor. You know, their hats would say minor.
'Cause you're protecting her and some dude,
Yep.
probably. Yeah.
And it's still like dudes would flirt with them, and I had all my friends. They treated her like a little sister.
Yeah.
You know, and they were all
Protective.
full protective bodyguard mode.
Yeah, which you should. There's a lot of creeps, dude.
Right, and it was like you and your friends are allowed to party here, but you're not allowed to talk to people.
Mhm.
You know, you're not allowed to talk to strangers unless
Adults,
it's the
yeah.
friends, the homies, because I
Yeah.
can trust you with them, and one of them needs to be with you at all times.
Yeah.
But actually, usually at those trap houses, we got robbed so many times that we learned that you had to have somebody in each room. At
Yeah.
all times, it's like your designated room.
Oh. So y'all would just like alternate, like
Yep.
take shifts.
This is your room, and you watch the party in this room. You
Mm.
make sure that everything in here is okay. And then another friend's in the kitchen, watching the kitchen, and the beer pong going on in there. And then another friend's in this room, and you would have somebody designated to each room to watch that party. And
Damn,
so she
smart.
knew who was in each room, and she would stay with that
She'll always be
person.
safe.
Yep, and she's always safe. But that was the whole goal was, I don't want you to get taken advantage of
Yeah.
at some dude's party, because I've seen many girls get taken advantage of. I've been taken advantage of myself,
Yeah.
and so I don't want that to happen to you. So I'd rather you party here where I can keep an eye on you. I can show you how to party safely,
Yeah.
because I've also pushed those limits and gotten too drunk and too high and had
Yeah.
scary moments and been in somebody's yard that I don't even know where I'm at. You know, and I don't want that to happen to you.
Terrifying.
So I'd rather you do it here so I can show you and keep you safe.
Yeah.
And
So you
I
do
mean,
the same shit with your daughter.
yeah,
if
it's
she was
kind of
like,
the same thing
yeah.
in the sense that it would be weird and harder, I feel like, with a kid.
Yeah.
But they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
They're gonna do it.
That's
so
that's my thing is like, dude, when I have a daughter, like she's gonna drink and
Yeah.
she's gonna smoke
they're
weed.
gonna do it.
I would rather be transparent and be like, all right, if you're gonna do it, I'll smoke with you.
Yep.
Like I'll
and
drink
that
with you.
girl that I dated, that her parents were from Germany, they did that with their son. He was 14 when I was dating her. We were 20,
Yeah.
21, and he was 14, and that
Mhm.
was their. They would make him drinks when we would
Yeah.
do game night.
Mhm.
We'd be playing dominoes and shit. He's
Yeah.
14, drinking alcohol with the family.
Yeah.
But also in Germany, it's different.
Yeah.
You can
In
drink
Germany,
when
bro,
you're
they,
16.
they're drinking.
And so, yeah, that was a lot more culturally acceptable for them, and they were okay with it, and it was just normal.
Yeah.
But that was like the rule. If you get drunk at somebody else's house and you have to call us to come pick you up, you're fucking
Yeah.
dead. We're going to
Yeah.
kill you.
Yeah.
But if you ask us in advance, hey, can me and my friends get drunk in the basement? That's fine.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I think I like that approach.
Right? And that was
Yeah.
where it was like, you can drink here under our safety and our protection,
Yeah.
and we can keep an eye on you and regulate how much you drink and smoke rather than being at somebody
And
else's
at
house.
that point, I feel like the kids are very scared to betray your trust.
Right.
Because like my parents are cool enough to let me do substances as a minor.
Yep.
It's like I cannot fuck up.
And it's
like-
that secret, don't tell people that we do this and that
Yeah.
I let you drink, but you can drink here if that's
Yeah.
something that you want to do.
Yeah.
I always loved that. I loved that
They're
they
gonna
did
do it
that.
anyways.
Yeah. And he was so cool with it. He would like to drink, he'd have a glass of some whatever, and while we're playing dominoes, get all shitty on his one drink at 14.
yeah, dude. I'm 14, bro. One beer gets
Yeah,
you fucked
he
up,
would
probably.
be trashed, but it
Yeah.
was fun to
Yeah.
have that experience with him and let him, grow up that way. Until
Yeah.
my sister was probably almost 18 by the time I started letting her come down. I think she was 17,
Yeah.
16, 17. But
How's she doing, by the way?
she lives in Florida.
Okay.
She's married. She got married before me.
Damn.
Yep. I got to walk her down the aisle
Oh, that's
on
cool.
a horse. That was badass.
That's sick.
She had almost a Mormon wedding.
Oh,
It was like
it's close.
Mormon wedding without being Mormon.
Yeah.
When we were hiding up on the street, she's up on the horse, and it's just me and her. And the photographer had to go move her car. I had a weed pen,
Yeah.
and I gave it to her. And I'm like, "Here, you need some of this?" She's like, "Oh my God, thank you, thank you." Everybody thought she was sober. Everybody thought she was this sober, goody little Mormon girl at the time.
Is she married to a Mormon family?
Yes, she's married into a Mormon family too.
Mm.
But that was where it was like they put off that Mormon vibe. They hadn't quite. I went full rebellious. I turned 18 and got these from my grandpa
Yeah.
a week later.
Yeah.
Like forearm in high school. We're going
That's
hard.
crazy, bro.
And so yeah, my whole senior year, because my birthday's in September.
Mm-hmm.
So my whole senior year, I had tattoos. and that
Yeah.
was weird.
I bet in Utah you were like looked at weird.
Yep,
Like
I
a
had
bunch of
lot of
parents.
people be like, "Dude, how old are you? Did you get held back?" You
Yeah.
know, nope, I didn't get held back.
Yeah.
I just the oldest kid of the grade. So
That's crazy,
birthday's
Mo.
right
I
there.
remember in elementary school, we would be in like the old elementary, and you'd be like scared to swear. And I remember we'd like find ways to almost swear.
To almost
We'd like call them like
swear.
botch, like
Yep.
botch. Oh, fook. Like we'd like say shit.
Yep.
I remember we thought it was so funny. I remember we were like, this is a vague memory. Do you remember the boiler room was in the old elementary school? A scary ass boiler room.
It sounds familiar.
I remember Mr. Brown. Was it Mr. Brown or was it later? Was it third grade? I remember we had to go there for something.
Yeah.
It was just you and me. We were in the halls and we were dicking around, like saying almost swear words.
Yeah.
And I think about how like wholesome that is, and it's
Right.
like now how I swear now. We were like, oh, look at this, fook. It's like botch.
Yeah. Even when I moved away, me and my friends started swearing on text.
Yeah.
We would text swear, but you wouldn't swear out
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah.
And then it turned into swearing out loud
Yeah.
shortly after. But yeah, it started with text. We would send,
Yeah.
fuck that. We'd be like, I just texted. I
Dude,
just
yeah.
typed it in.
Yeah, you feel
Yep.
so naughty.
Yep.
That's crazy, man.
Mr. Reese, the principal,
Yes, I remember him.
he played volleyball here on this property with my grandma all the time.
Really?
He was super tight with my grandma. They played
Damn.
volleyball together for years before I went to that school.
Interesting.
And so he knew my grandma well. So every time I went into that office, he was always so cool to me.
Bro, shout out him because I remember I'd have to walk home, and sometimes he'd like drive with me with the window down, and he'd like walk
And
with me.
go with you?
Yeah.
That's sweet. Yeah, he
No.
was a good dude.
Yeah,
But I remember getting pulled into the office a few times for doing dumb shit.
yeah,
And he would be super cool. Like, he
Yeah.
was that opposite of this principal you see on TV that's always super mean.
yeah.
He was like
No, he was the coolest guy
complete
ever.
opposite. Super cool.
Yeah, dude, I remember Mr. Reese. He was chill.
Guys, I think I got pulled in the office because somebody, it might have been Riley, drew on the bathroom wall in
Yeah.
the stall. And they thought it was me because the cameras, from the time the janitor went in to
Oh,
the time
shit.
the janitor left,
I gotta plug this thing in. It's gonna die.
yeah, the time the janitor left to the
Oh,
time
yeah.
he went in, somebody had written on the wall. And I was one of the people that had used the bathroom
Dude,
in that time.
you got straight up framed.
And so, yeah, a bunch of kids got pulled in. Who was that kid? Was his name Dylan? Did he have a mullet?
Dylan with the mullet.
With the
Dylan
mullet.
Reiser.
Yes. He
Dylan
got pulled
Reiser.
in too. Me, him, and Riley, I think were the only three. There might have been somebody
I remember
else.
Dylan Reiser, bro.
But,
He's actually really cool in high school. He's actually a really cool
I
guy.
could see him being a cool kid.
Yeah, he was a
He
cool
was
guy.
like that hardcore little farmer
Yeah.
kid, and I don't think anybody quite got his vibe in Plain City, but I could see it getting better.
He was
as
a cool
got older.
kid.
Did he wear cowboy boots?
Yeah, he was
I-
a
yep.
complete hick.
Complete hick.
But
I
he
could
was
see
like,
that.
a lot of hicks in Fremont were like assholes. They like always wanted to fight.
Yeah.
But Dylan was like a really laid back. He was like a stoner hick.
Did you ever know Wyatt Shradley? He'd have been
Mm-mm.
older than you.
I don't really talk to the hicks that much,
Yeah.
dude. I'll be honest. I hated
He
them.
was my boss, and he
Yeah.
went to Fremont, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I was supposed to go."
That was supposed to-
That's every time I meet someone that went to Fremont. I was
That
like,
was like
"I was
all your
supposed to
elementary
go
school
there."
kids.
Yep. that
all
was-
of your elementary school homies went to Fremont.
Yep. That's
That's
where I
crazy.
was supposed to go. That's
Yeah.
when I was dating that Bailey girl. It was weird because
Bailey
I'd ask
Anderson.
her, I'm like, "Do you know Hunter? Do you know these people?" And she'd be like, "Yeah, kind of, vaguely. I know who they are. I've never talked to them."
Yeah.
So it was cool to like hear about you guys.
See how they're doing.
yeah,
we're all
through
doing.
somebody else that I was dating. It was cool.
Yeah, man. I was friends with a lot of those kids in high school, where I wasn't in elementary at all. It was weird.
Yeah, you like find those new friends.
I was never close with anybody in elementary school besides like you and like, yeah, dude, you're like my only friend I had. I think I was kind of friends with Carson in like kindergarten, Carson Knight. But yeah, dude, I'm trying to think, bro. You were the only friend I had in all of elementary, bro.
Heck yes.
But
Heck yes. I just remember you, Hunter, and Quaid
yeah,
were like the top three dogs.
yeah,
That was it. And other than that, everybody else was chopped liver.
yeah, dude. I remember Jake Pendergast was my friend in like 4th grade. But that's it.
I still follow him on Facebook or something.
He's actually dope as shit.
Yeah, he's all bald with his beard. This girl,
Dude,
isn't he
he's
married
cool,
now?
man. Jake is one of the funniest people, like,
I do like
ever,
him.
dude. But
He's a cool dude.
yeah, man, it's interesting. But yeah, dude, we got 2 hours in this joint. We got a whole Joe Rogan ass
Woo!
episode, dude.
Paul Joe Rogan, my buddy that I went to high school with. He does a podcast.
Yeah.
And I can't even listen to it. But we grew apart.
Yeah.
When we turned 16, he was still 12.
Oh, damn.
Like, to where we wanted to go hang out with girls, and we wanted to go drive cars and go pick up girls and party. And he wanted to do 12-year-old shit.
Like play video games or whatever?
Like play lightsabers on the city bus. So our buses up there in Cache Valley are free.
Sounds lit,
You
though.
can just ride the bus anywhere.
Yeah.
With no money. It was a cool part about Cache Valley.
Oh,
so when we
that's
were like
sick.
13, that's what we would do. We just go get on the bus and ride it all over the valley.
Just mob.
You'd be like 30 miles from home, but you got there on a bus.
Yeah, and you
know,
can get
so
back.
Ride the buses back and get back home. And so we just lived on those buses from like 13 to 14, maybe even 12 to 14. We lived on those buses. And we'd go shopping because we had paper routes.
Yeah.
So we'd go get lightsabers and lightsaber fight on the bus. The bus driver kicked us off.
Shit,
we were
I
like
do that now.
hanging and swinging from the thing, lightsaber fight. Oh, dude, yeah. So he still wanted to do that at 16.
Yeah.
He wanted to do that kind of little kid.
And y'all were trying to get laid.
And we're trying to get laid. We're trying to get with girls.
Yeah.
And so we kind of grew apart. And then same thing when we were like 18, 19, we're getting into hard drugs.
Yeah.
And he's now 16 to where he wants to go cruise around and go pick up girls and do some light
He was always like a
partying.
little behind.
He was a little behind. And so we grew apart fast. And even we were three of us, me, Clayton, and Caden. They called us Kajun. Because it was too many cuz for one name.
Yeah,
we're all in the same ward too. It was only the three of us. We had a teeny tiny ward. We had a huge nursery. We had like 2 nurseries.
Yeah.
Because there were so many little kids. But the young men, there was 3 of us. So we had to have backup. The teachers quorum had to help the deacons because there wasn't enough deacons and teachers to pass all the sacrament.
Yeah.
And so when we go on scout trips, there was just 3 of us.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
That's actually sick,
it was
though.
Super sweet because there wasn't that group of 10 kids, and you only have
it's
like
more intimate.
2 friends. Yeah, it was just me and my 2 best friends.
Yeah.
And as we grew up, he just fell behind. But in his podcast, he talks about me and my buddy all the time. But they just get drunk. He brings kids from high school, and they just take shots during his podcast.
Damn.
And
I haven't done one. All mine been sober so far.
Yeah, they get sloppy. And my one friend listened to all of them. He's like, dude, he talks about you in like every episode. I'm like, I could see that because we were close. But he's got a wild life now.
I mean, yeah, bro. A lot of like relationships you have as children kind of affect you a ton, dude.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
A ton. Like, look, dude, we're here right now.
Right. 28 years old.
We were friends in like 2nd grade, and look, we're like almost 30,
Jesus.
and we're just like here. From Mr. Brown's class to in your family home.
Right. Yeah. Now I'm
Crazy.
gonna have a kid in 2nd grade soon.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, your kid's gonna be 2nd grade in like 7 years.
Yep. Trippy.
It's weird, man.
Trippy.
That's weird.
That
Also,
was a fun conversation too. I had my daughter in my hands, and my 2 friends that I did hard drugs with, and we went to high school together.
Yeah.
They have their kids,
their
daughter and son, in their hands. They're all different ages.
Yeah.
But it was still a trip to all be there with kids in our hands.
They're
and
like
we're
tamed.
yeah, and we're having a party.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a family party,
a wholesome
adult barbecue.
Yeah.
To where it was like, oh my God. Do you remember when we used to just wake up face first in the grass? Like, that was normal. And now look at us with children.
So do you think you're like retired from partying, or you on occasion still go hard?
No, I still go hard. I just blacked out at that wedding.
Damn.
That was my first time blacking out in a minute, though.
Yeah.
But the bachelor party, I kept it cool. Because his brother was there. We did the mushrooms, and I kept it cool.
Yeah. The
wedding itself, after the family started leaving, after it started getting dark, they had champagne, and I love champagne. I'm a huge champagne fan.
You got sloshed off champagne.
They were pouring glasses so people could do a toast, so everybody could have a glass, and there was lots of Mormons there too, so they had sparkling cider, and they asked me to pour the champagne. So I'm just pouring champagne. I'm going through bottles, and they're like, hey, whoa, all the non-alcohol, the sparkling cider's gone.
Yeah.
There's like 60 glasses of champagne that nobody's touched, and everybody has a glass. So they're like, stop pouring.
Yeah.
And there's still like 3 bottles of champagne. So I just cruised around with a bottle of champagne. I toasted with a bottle of champagne. I didn't even pick up a glass. But then I finished that, and then me and all my friends finished that whole table. We were like, it's like about a mouthful in those little champagne glasses. We'd take like 2 of them and just boom, boom, boom,
Just
boom.
constantly
Just
popping.
put like 5 down in a row, take some breath, put more down. We got wasted on champagne. So I was kind of, it's weird. I remember moments of the night, but I don't remember the timeline.
Yeah.
I think my timeline is all over the place.
Yeah, I mean that's I've never blacked out on alcohol, so and I've had a lot. On my birthday, I counted like 20 something shots,
Woo! Yeah.
and I like remember everything. It's
Yeah.
weird. Like I haven't blacked out yet. I haven't had that experience yet.
It was interesting. Well, then what got me was my buddies all, hey, somebody just gave me some ecstasy.
Oh
And there's
shit.
a little baggie. I remember him having the little baggie, and he's like, "You want one?"
Mhm.
And I was like, "Yeah." And I thought he was going to hand me one. He handed me the bag.
Oh shit.
And I think, I don't remember, but I think I was eating them and forgot that I ate one. I think I ate one and forgot, and ate another one and forgot, and ate another one and
shit.
forgot. Because I gave him the bag back. And he's all, "Dude, there was 8 of them in here. Now there's 3. What the fuck?" Like, that was supposed to be for everybody. And I was like, "Bro, I swear I only took one. I swear to God I only took one." So I'm like looking on the ground thinking I dropped them or something because I know I'm
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah.
I think I ate them all.
Oh
I think I just would eat one and start partying and
You just
talking
disassociate?
and just ate one and just kept forgetting that I ate one already.
Damn,
And I
dude.
realized I'm like, "Oh, I got the ecstasy," and eat another one and forget. And, "Oh shit, I got this ecstasy."
Dude.
Yeah, so I got bad. It was to the point that my friend who blacks out all the time, but he's a competitive drinker. That's
Yeah.
why he blacks out. He likes to be the dude that drinks the most every night.
Yeah.
So where,
that's
oh, you drank
dangerous.
15 beers? I drank 20. You know, he always has to have that. I drink more than
That's
you.
a dangerous game to play. Man.
He's always the one to black out. They put him on babysitting duty on me. So that's when I knew it was bad. When he pulled me outside and was like, "Hey, man, you got to tone it down, like just a couple notches. Like,
Yeah.
You're not bad, but you're getting bad.
Yeah.
You
It was
gotta-
before it got bad.
Yep, you got to tone it down." And I remember thinking, fuck. They
Like-
put Cade as my babysitter.
Like how? What do you mean? Like were you just like being too loud and obnoxious?
I think I was just being loud, obnoxious, and in people's faces and
Mm.
running around talking. Ecstasy makes me want to touch things.
Yeah.
Like I'll just start touching your clothes.
Yeah.
And just be like, "This is a nice material." You know, I'll be holding
Yeah.
your chain.
Yeah.
Ooh.
yeah.
You just
dude.
want to touch shit.
Like sensory.
Yep, it's all sensory, and so you're in people's personal space
Yeah.
constantly, and just, yeah, I think I was being a lot.
Yeah,
I
man.
remember being a lot. But that next morning, I did wake up and threw up. And I felt super bad. I was like, "Oh, fuck, sorry, bud. I blacked
Yeah.
out at your wedding." But that morning, I woke up regretting it and was like, "Shit, I was the worst one of the night, you know?
Yeah.
I fucked up. I was the one that blacked out at the wedding." Come to find out that his wife, her aunt and uncle, so we're at a hotel that his parents own up by Beaver Mountain.
Yeah.
So it's like a hotel in the middle of nowhere, like
Yeah.
the middle of the woods. So that was cool. We all had our own rooms. So like at the wedding, you could just walk into your hotel room and then walk back out, and it's this gorgeous outdoor
That's
view
lit.
in the mountains, you know. So it was badass. So we go out and we're all talking, and he's telling me that her aunt and uncle beat each other up that night, the night of the wedding. They got physically
The hell?
violent, like they had to kick him out. There were domestic violence going on, and their daughter is the wife's cousin, who is the maid of honor. She came down and was like screaming in their room, you know, "My parents are fighting! Oh my god! Oh my god!" And it's 3 a.m, and he had to kick her out too. So he had to kick the maid of honor out and her parents out in the middle of the night on their wedding night. And so I was like,
That's a mess.
I was kind of excited for it. I was kind of glad to hear it. I was
Yeah.
like, that sucks.
Yeah.
But yes,
Yeah.
I wasn't the worst, you know.
Yeah, dude.
They go right above me.
You
as-
weren't like the main
Yep,
problem.
that was the
Yeah.
main problem. I might have been right below that. But at least I wasn't the main problem,
Yeah,
you
bro.
know.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I definitely fucking blacked out.
Yeah, man. I like it's weird because at my age now, I'm 27. I don't know, like just started it, you know, the whole partying shit. No, you're good, bro.
Hi, honey. What you doing? Wherever she's at.
Oh,
You could be in New York City and see that monitor.
yeah.
We
Well,
got it hooked up, so she's watching at work. She's like,
Yeah.
"That baby's got up twice." I'm like, "Send her back out. Go get
yeah,
her,
bro. Oh, you're chilling, bro.
Grab the baby.
Yeah. No, go ahead. No worries. Dude, we can go ahead and wrap up.
Cool.
I have to dip around now. I
Hey.
got some shit to do, but
Yee, gotta go be an adult.
yeah, not really. I just need to go drink with my friend Ezra.
Yes.
That's it. I
Yes.
told him I'd go. He just got married, and
Ooh.
yeah. But yeah, bro.
So, are you dating anybody? Single man?
Yeah, last month I ended a 3-year relationship.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't
Really?
end it. She did, but
yeah.
not
Sucks.
cheat. That sounded like I said cheated.
No.
She did.
She did.
Yeah.
She did.
I fucking cheated, bro.
Ah,
I'm just kidding.
cheated.
No, man, it's been rough, but it's especially when someone's in your life for 3 years. But
Yeah. No, I've been there.
it's
It's life changing.
yeah,
Yep.
I don't know what to do.
Yep.
Just a lot of alcohol and sadness.
Yep. I had a lot of people that were worried for me for a minute because they'd come over and I would just always have a beer in my hand. They're like, "Dude, are you ever not drinking?"
I'm trying not to, bro, but it's tough, man. I don't know.
I think it was fine. I think I did all right.
Yeah. No, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. But yeah, dude, thanks so much. This is a dope episode, bro. I've wanted to do this for a while because
Heck yes.
there's so much like shit to talk about in elementary school and how it was.
Right.
But
It was a weird time.
yeah, dude, you got anything else to say to the 11 subscribers?
Oh man.
Any life advice before we end?
Life advice.
Or I don't know, it doesn't have to be life advice, just like anything. Joke, a dick joke.
A big joke.
I don't know.
My wife's the dad joke teller.
Or a dad joke,
Yeah,
whatever you
I
want,
don't
man.
have no dad jokes. Usually have a good one. I was trying to think of one.
Don't do drugs.
Drugs are bad.
Drugs are fun though.
You ever seen that? What's that? Super 8? Have you seen that one with the alien?
No,
and
dude,
the kids?
I'm not a movie guy.
No,
Really.
I
No.
love movies.
Yeah.
In that movie, it's like in the 80s. This kid, they got a stoner friend, and he's passed out as like they're in a car chase.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Drugs are so bad." I say that all the time.
I mean,
Drugs are so bad.
the message for this pod is drugs are fun and do them.
And do them. Yes.
Never say no
Never
to
say
drugs. No. All right.
Especially if they're free drugs.
Yeah. And they're at a trap house.
Yes.
Oh yeah. All right. This has been Banter Bits. We signing off, baby.